Ministries are here to help. A certified grief recovery specialist is available to guide you through grief and loss to reach a better way of life. Contact Clean Heart Christian Ministries at 931-837-5050.
Smithville's Talk Radio, 97.7 FM and 960 AM, WBMC.
Hey y'all, Jonathan Beavers here at Reddit Brown Ford in Morrison, Tennessee. Our huge Labor Day sales event is going on now through the end of September. Right now, you pay just $1 over invoice price on all new Ford vehicles. That's right, Mustangs, F-150s, Broncos, Expeditions, and more, excluding Specialty and F-250. We've got outstanding finance options to make your deal even sweeter. So don't wait, make that short drive to Highway 55 in Morrison and save big at Reddit Brown Ford. We'll see you then.
At Redmond's Carpet, they offer a wide range of flooring options to suit your needs. Whether you prefer the softness of carpet, the durability of hardwood, the versatility of tile, or the affordability of vinyl, we've got you covered. We also offer luxury in vinyl plank LVP for those who want the look of hardwood with added durability. Serving McMinnville since 1969, Redmond's Carpet, 2512 Old Nashville Highway. Call them at 931-668-4900 for your next flooring option. Redmond's Carpet.
Talk Radio WBMC McMinnville, 960 AM and 97.7 FM. WBMCRadio.com.
Don't stop. Keep dancing. Move to the beat. Dance all night.
Yo, late for work. God, bless.
All right. Hey, we're here on the Warren County Sports Authority radio show here on 97.7 FM, also on AM 960. I don't know. And then on the WBMC app. We're on Facebook, on the radio WBMC 97.7 FM page, and we're on YouTube at Main Street Media of McMinnville. This is the Warren County Sports Authority radio show, powered by Reddit Brown Ford.
Power stroke power.
Vroom, vroom. I can say it freely now.
Say it freely now. Yeah. I am Jeff Simmons, your host, also joined by fellow host Trevor Evans.
What's up?
And Coach Chris Sullins.
Fellas, good to see you.
Yeah, had a good day.
Hadn't heard a lot from you today.
Oh, good boy, Trev.
Thanks, Trev.
I just
Bro, just get the. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Trev couldn't hear me. That's wild.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Yeah, it's not, today's been a pretty light day.
It has.
So, you know, we did see the disclaimer, and we should be let everybody know that we do have a disclaimer for the show, and that is I read it today. And listen, we'll own everything.
Yes.
I didn't write this.
no.
It says, before we begin, a word of caution for the Warren County Sports Authority crew spends the entire week carefully preparing for this moment. All week, boys? Yeah. They reserve their most impassioned rants, their bold critiques of community leaders, and their sharpest wit for tonight's program. Now, that's probably true.
Yeah.
We have that, but it said something about like a preemptive apology, and I will say this much: none of us apologize preemptively about anything that we're about to say tonight.
No.
On that, we will warn you though that those thoughts and opinions that are shared on this show are that of myself, Trevor, and Coach Chris Sullins, and not of the Main Street Media, or of Radio WBMC, or any of our sponsors, or any of our program, or our program, that anybody that's about here. It's just us.
Long story short. Just don't sue.
Yeah, no, that's that. Or if the fact of the matter is, if you got a problem with it, you got a problem with us three. You don't have a problem with Main Street Media, Radio WBMC, because it's not their words; they're our words on that. And apparently, as always, we do have a sponsor for the disclaimer. Trev, tell us where.
Prater's Barbecue, boys. Went there again today for lunch. Got the pork loin. You can't beat it on a Wednesday. I'm telling you, boys, it's good stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, you had a good lunch too.
We were actually sending pictures back and forth.
Yeah.
Sullins, what did you have for lunch? We didn't get it. We didn't get a picture from you.
Well, I'll be honest. I've not had a lot of lunch today, and it doesn't look like the shower worked too well over there. I'm sitting there thinking my bruise.
I noticed that when you walked in, and I was like, "Someone's trying to look so good."
Yeah, I tried to put the fancy shirt on and then forgot to shower. I didn't have a lot of lunch. I was going to hopefully get some dinner. But,
That's what I was hoping
I thought we was
too.
going to be able to walk across the road, but that don't happen.
Yeah.
I had the privilege of talking to Gary Prater twice today.
Yeah.
Love me some Gary Prater.
No doubt.
Well, hey, let's get into that comment section early. That's the Ben Lomond Cadet message board, and let us know how you're feeling today. Because, boys, I think we should just start this week. So we do. I mean, yeah, we almost have to start with last week rewind. So Connor, go ahead and get us some crowd noise going for me on the last week rewind. It's a grand slam at Hot Corner Cards, your local lineup for vintage legends and modern rookies, sports cards, Pokemon, pop culture, and non-sports merch. Buy, sell, or trade, all inside Chris Springs Fireworks. Follow them on Instagram or Facebook for weekly hours. Hot Corner Cards collecting starts right here at 37 Chris Springs Road. Fellas, over the last week, a couple of things have happened, and I'm just going to go ahead and say, take your victory lap.
Yeah, no doubt.
Take your victory lap. Go ahead.
Do it right, Trev.
No,
There's
there's not much of a
Take a victory lap, Trev.
Take it, Trev. Take it.
well, I was gonna.
Winners win, right?
Hey, winners win.
Winners
hey.
win.
Trev, take your victory lap.
What do you want me to say, man?
No, go ahead, man. What did you think of the game?
It was a good.
I should probably turn my
I say,
volume
is that
off.
you? I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
me,
where's
man.
that
My
coming
bad.
from?
Sitting there thinking, what? Where we at?
What's
Go
going
ahead,
on?
sorry.
No, it was a heck of a game, and I think we all kind of said that it was if it was that type of game, it played into Tennessee's favor, and I mean it did right up until it didn't. You know what I mean? So
It did right up to the coaching staff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be flat out honest.
Played not to lose.
You can talk about the kicker all day long, and of course he's supposed to hit the kick, but at 35-30,
with the ball.
hey, and I've been there. We no matter what level you've been in, coaches get tight.
Mm-hmm.
And Josh Heupel's a heck of a football coach, and this is not. Hey, we've all been in that situation. When you've not beat Georgia,
Yep.
that's the one tag
Yeah.
that you're gonna have to listen to.
Yep.
They coached tight the last 5, 6, 7 minutes of that ball game. 35-30 on a turnover. Tell me why you're not going. Hey, we're not talking about a 10-3 football game.
No,
it's 35-30.
yeah.
Why don't you go for the juggler?
scored all
I don't
day.
think they went for the juggler.
No.
I think they played not to lose.
Yeah, I think the one thing that you traditionally see in those situations is, especially for a program when you're playing a program that's reached the level that Georgia has, is you can't wait for them to lose the game.
Absolutely,
Right.
you
You
got
have
to
to
beat.
go
You got
win
to
it.
you got to go beat Georgia.
Yeah.
You got to
And
break
you-
the door down.
And you 35-30, the crowd has absolutely went bonkers after the
Yes.
strip sack. And then, I mean, granted, you kicked the field goal. But the thing about it is you never threw the knockout punch. I was the one that also said I didn't know why they didn't go for two when they scored to get 34-30. I was like, get 36. So then if you do kick a field goal, you make it to
yeah.
go up to 9. Or at the same time, if they would have scored a touchdown, and they had to at least would have had to try to make the extra point to beat you. But there's also math on that too.
But you're talking about the math. You're talking about something that I don't think that coaching staff was putting, I don't want to say a lot of weight in, but if you look at Josh Heupel on the sidelines, and let's be honest, when TV cameras are on,
Yeah.
they were showing him a lot.
Yep.
Did you not see a guy? He was kind of his demeanor changed in the last 5 or 6 minutes.
Yep.
Tell me when they went out 38-30, what were you thinking?
I thought that there was A, too much time,
Okay, well, that's one.
and B, that you're just sitting there like you missed your chance.
Well, what I'm thinking is it's still one possession.
It's still one
Yeah.
possession.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me too.
I mean, Trev, how many times when we've talked about it when we're playing a game of basketball, you call a timeout and you're saying how many possessions
Right.
is it?
Three
When
possessions.
Hey, 3 possessions.
Yep.
Hey, we got 3 possessions. Basically, you're saying, hey, not that we've got to gimme, but they've got to go score on us twice.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
I just – and you're putting a kid out there, and I shouldn't call him kid. He's a college student. And he's got a heck of a leg, and he's going to have we hope he has a great career at the University of Tennessee. But that was a deer in headlight look, and for the last 3 to 4 minutes, and I'm not talking about game time. I'm talking about the last 7, 8, 10 minutes
like
of
real
that,
time.
with real time.
Yeah.
He's sitting over thinking about that.
Well, and
I struggled the way that game was called in the last 5
I would
minutes.
assume you don't talk to kickers all week. You don't talk to them all week. Don't go talk to them now.
Yeah.
Just go tell them, hey, kick it like another kick. Don't. So I wholeheartedly agree with everything that you guys said, and like you asked, how did he feel when we were down 8? I was like, hey, we're within striking distance.
Yep.
And then once we tied it, I was worried. But then, like you said, I think Heupel started playing not to lose, and they started showing the sidelines, you kind of knew that even with that opportunity, the kid wasn't gonna.
I would push back about him playing not to lose on that final drive. I just think he played for a field goal. And I think
that's
because
what I'm saying.
When you're 38-38 right there, I don't think you're playing not to lose because they moved the ball up the field and got in the field goal runs. I think he got satisfied. And I think that was another thing where you start putting in your situation as coaches. We try to say we got to put people in the best possible position. We lose games. Players win games.
Yeah.
In two aspects in that fourth quarter, you put players in positions that I don't think you did this kid a service. 4th and 6, you put a true freshman true freshman cornerback and a one-on-one that made it really easy. That basically the game's in your hands, and he couldn't handle it. And then you put it in the kicker's hands on his foot, and he couldn't handle it.
Well, what you're saying is when it's 4th and 6 in that situation, you're thinking that Stockton can't make that throw, correct?
That's kind
of what you're saying.
Yeah,
he can't make
he's
that
not
throw.
gonna.
Well, he proved he could.
He proved he could on the very first play of the
I was
game.
going to say that was basically the same throw as the first play.
But what I'm saying is, hey, first play of the game, 4th
Right,
and 6.
yeah, right. With
in
the
a
game
football
on the line.
game, mentally it's different.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I think you make a great point of they didn't play to lose. They played to win the football game with a field goal.
Yep.
A field goal wins a football game. We're playing to win it with a field goal is a totally different mindset.
That's
Totally different mindset.
There were multiple times there at the very end of the game where they got inside. When I realized they were inside a 50-yard field goal, and you think Gilbert has the leg to make a 50-yard field goal, take one shot. Mm-hmm. Take one shot. They haven't been able – because you knew you had one-on-one. There's no way – Jordan, because you've shown you're trying to run the clock out.
Yeah.
And they're not going to let you just chip away at 8 yards by trying to defend wide of the field. They were starting to come into the box. The one thing that you've had all game on them was Brazel, one-on-one. They can't stop him down the field. You could get a PI, and then all of a sudden that field goal that was a 42-yarder becomes a 25. Yeah, I don't care for playing for a field goal if it's a PAT. It was never a PAT, and you never even really got it close to being
kept putting him in that position where it was not a chip shot field goal. And you played for that the last 3 to 4 or 5 plays of that football game. You were telling your team, and I'm not saying you shouldn't have confidence in the kid, but you're telling your team, this is what we're doing to win the football game.
Yeah. Yep.
The kid had never been in that situation.
No, and not that what the announcers say matter to the kid, but when the announcers are saying, "Hey, he's never had this type of kick before," you're sitting here going, "This is a lot for this kid."
Yeah. That being said, hey Georgia, you got to still listen to it for what, another 364 week, and what bothers me is
not necessarily. You might get a chance at him. At
well,
the end
maybe
of the year.
okay. I agree with that.
Yeah.
If not, you're going to have to say you've not beat Georgia once again. Mm-hmm. I guess the thing that irks me is if you want to be a top tier football team, that's what we want.
That's the hump.
It's not good. It is a hump, but top tier football teams don't get beat by teams by 9 or 10 times in a row.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This doesn't happen.
Well, I think it goes back to, like you said, it just becomes a mindset thing. It becomes a total mindset thing of that you went and look. Georgia players, they took their victory, and as well they should. They won.
Absolutely.
I think Kirby said I thought Kirby said something very smart after the game. He said we didn't. They deserved to win. They played better.
No doubt.
They played better than we did.
Yeah.
But they didn't win.
How many times have we seen that though? It's athletics. There's been a lot of times that you
and you
for 3.5 quarters we were the better team.
Yeah. And sometimes you start like, well, why does that happen? Well, that other team on the sideline is conditioned itself that we don't lose to you.
Yes.
And we'll figure out a way. Now, that way is that Tennessee, in a lot of ways, Tennessee lost the game more than Tennessee lost the game first. Georgia went and won it in the overtime.
Yeah.
Tennessee lost it with a kick, and then Georgia just won it in overtime with just sheer determination. Is what it is.
I think they're two really good football teams.
To me, through 3 weeks, a lot of different things can happen. Their schedules are going to play out. There's a lot of games. The more that I think about my comment last week where I was like, Tennessee's schedule against Georgia's schedule, and then all of a sudden you said it last week and said, hey, that Oklahoma game.
It's a big football game.
I heard this today, and it was something I hadn't thought about. Heupel is, and you look at the start that they had against Georgia, Heupel is really good those first 30 plays. Phenomenal.
Jeff said that many times. I mean,
but
first quarter they
something in plays 31 through the rest of the first half, and then he's all right coming out of the halftime. Something when he has to get away from the script, that's where Tennessee has that big drop off to me. I think for Tennessee to be that type team, Heupel's got to be better in those situations.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of different things. I mean, I thought that schematically the touchdown that they scored to go up 35-30 was an absolute brilliant play.
Yeah.
Like, if you go back and watch it, what they did where they were running that little drag, pulling over, Georgia's nickel back into the box and got them in there because of what they were doing early in the game. And then to break that drag up into the sideline and do that, I was like, that schematically just is hey, we lulled you into it, we lulled you into it. But Georgia did the same thing. Georgia had one of their touchdown drives where they had been running that bubble, then boom, bust it down the sidelines.
It was the drive to force overtime because it was the same kid who caught the touchdown.
Yep.
That caught because it was almost the same throw.
Yep. And I say it was I think both teams did it's to me
good football.
The more that you watched about it, the more I was just like, it's a great football game, and then sometimes you just want to be
somebody. Yeah.
2 years ago, Tennessee scored first play of the game.
Yeah.
In Knoxville and lost I think 38-10.
Yeah, something like that.
So I thought that 4 years ago wasn't a game.
No.
I mean, they're consistently in the game with the best teams in the nation now. Can you win it? Can you win it when it absolutely matters? We'll find. I guess we're going to find out if you can get there. First, you got to get there.
Got to get there.
But that what I saw in that game is both those teams have the ability to get there.
Oh, no doubt.
They can be in the playoff. They could be in the SEC championship game. They could be at home in a college playoff or in a bye situation. And then all of a sudden, if you're in the college football semifinals, can those teams win those type of games? I think both those teams showed this week they have the chance to.
Yeah.
Whew, mercy. Eric Ballou says Georgia's going to have to beat Tennessee twice this year. Tough to do. Coach Eric Ballou, while we're on last week rewind.
Yeah. Hey, Coach Ballou.
Congrats.
2-2.
Hey, Coach
2-2.
Coach Ballou got number 2.
Coach Ballou with number 2-2 Pioneers, and we could even transition a little bit off of last week rewind. I knew we had to get to that one first because goodness gracious, Trev's been so smug ever since that game.
Bro, what?
It's been unreal. So you felt it, hadn't you? How smug he's been.
You know what's bad?
Yeah.
I had the message typed. I mean, I'm sitting there with a send button, and as soon as it comes off his leg, I'm like, are you freaking kidding me?
The false start.
I'll never tell you what the message said, but the message was typed.
Why?
The false start was the one where I was like, everything that needs to go wrong right now is going wrong.
Yes.
Because even mentally, even 30, he's not going to
saying.
miss a 37-yard field goal. And then all of a sudden it was 42, and I'm like,
I think he would have missed at 37 if he kicked the same kick.
he might have. I don't know. I mean,
That thing was
we'll
way
never know.
outside.
Well, I think what you were also saying too that it would have been a 37-yarder probably from the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Because that was what they were setting up to do was move it a little bit.
Yeah. Hey, let's move on.
Why? No, hold on. The fact
I'm
that-
just giving you a hard time.
No, I
Trey.
know but you had a message. I feel like even after the game, I won in grace. I didn't. I sent you one. Hold on. I sent you one meme.
Yeah.
I sent you one meme.
Yeah.
Oh. Not even for me. I don't even think it was talking smack. I thought it was just funny.
Yeah.
But I thought we had a good conversation. I didn't think it.
We did.
Did y'all? Oh, y'all were in a different one. I wasn't in this.
No, it was just something I sent to him.
Oh,
No,
okay,
I
good.
mean, but what I'm saying is we did have a good conversation. And I congratulate you on the win.
You did.
I'm just saying I had a message typed out that had a lot of colors in it. Maybe some number 1 signals and things of that nature. And I had to push delete. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I checked out of all conversations after.
And see, and that's another thing.
Yeah.
See, he checked out. He
Yeah.
told us he was done. You know what
Legitimate. Tennessee goes and drives.
Yeah.
And scores, and I was pumped up. And then Georgia immediately checks back in and scores, make it 7-7. And I message all y'all, and I'm saying, I'm done. Y'all have a good time. I'll see y'all after the game. I said, y'all after the game or Wednesday. I'll talk to y'all
And we all
again.
kind of settled
We
down.
all did.
Yeah, a little bit. But I did have there was a lot of, there was some.
I literally
I was just going to tell you how I still thought Georgia was number 1.
Yeah, I bet you were.
I could tell how much that game had into my nerves was the fact I did not watch. I watched that by myself I didn't want to go anywhere. No, I could have went to the game. I had a ticket to the game. I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not going.
I'm going to ask you another question because we none of us went.
Yeah.
Have you heard the complaints about getting
Oh,
into
my
that football
goodness.
stadium?
So much so that Danny White
Danny
put out
White had
today.
to come out and say, and I've talked to some people that were there.
I heard it was a cluster, but what did he say? I hadn't seen it.
He came out and said we fell short.
We screwed up.
Okay.
And then today he's even come out and he's trying to they're trying to reroute like things before the game and trying to give like best practices of what's going on. And he's starting to get have you seen what's really starting to under the surface bubble up is there's like 8 gates right now that are open only to like luxury seating. That's bottlenecked the rest of the stadium, and you're starting to get a little haves or have-nots.
I had a guy tell me the same thing up there because he knows when some of those entrances are for particular bodies that may be set in higher levels.
Yep.
And now you can't use those entrances to get in. So here's what he said. Hey, the common folk, which makes up 80% of that stadium, now has to go through 2 gates.
2?
I wouldn't say 2. But
two on each edge, pretty much. Because the students go in on one side. The middle, this big middle where you come down former way,
right.
that big that's luxury. Y'all go to the edges.
Dang.
Y'all go to the edges.
It's kind of like the haves and have-nots of getting in the stadium.
Dang.
Yeah.
And I've heard 2 or 3 people, and I think we're back. I've had 2 or 3 people. One guy that is a loyal fan from Gallatin that we do some business with.
Yeah.
He was irate. I've never, and he's a guy. He's like Trail. He just doesn't get upset.
Yep.
This guy said they used to be able to walk on roadways. Now they're not allowing that. And Jeff, let's be honest.
Yes.
How something, and I'm not downing Danny White, but how in the world has something that has not, when you say it's went smooth for multiple years, let's be honest, there's 100,000 people walking in there, and very few people ever complained about entering the stadium. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like we kind of knew, hey, there's a lot of people, but we're going to get in the stadium. Why have we decided that this is the way now? And what this guy was saying kind of was this. Money has started, not only are they asking me for more money to come and watch football games, now they're telling me that I don't pay enough money just to walk in a gate. Not go to my seat, that I can't use that gate.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Danny, if you're listening, and I know you are,
Open the streets and gates back up. It seemed to work, I don't know, during the lean years. That was something that we could all say, hey, at least I get in the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, I remember going to UT games far back as 1995 when, in fact, one of the first games that I remember vividly going to was Tennessee, Georgia, 1995 when Peyton Manning was a sophomore and Jeff Hall kicked a game-winning field goal to beat Georgia on that. So that was 30 years ago.
Yeah, that was a while.
That was 30 years ago. I'm just saying, that was the game where Kirby Smart intercepted.
I was going to ask,
but they did not win the game.
Georgia had no idea when that was.
That was, yeah. So I mean, I'm talking about. I've been going to UT games for 30 years. I like to think when I went to school at UT. I've been on that campus. Yeah. I would like when I pull on. If I went and got on the campus and I was like, all right, I'm going to the stadium, and then all of a sudden
it's like this is closed, this is closed.
I couldn't go here, there, anywhere, and stuff like. I would be
irate,
so angry,
and
I don't deal with crowds well, anyways.
Well, another thing that probably happened Saturday that didn't help. The sun was shining.
Oh, it was hot. Yeah, 90 degrees. Packing people. Yeah, boys. Yeah. I know that they've already came out and they're like, hey, this is where, if you're in this gate, you need to be going here. But then all of a sudden, even people on that post were saying, they were circling it and saying, here are 8 gates
that are open
for 4 sections where you're trying to get seven sections to go into one gate. Here's your problem. Fix that.
Make it make sense.
Oh, boys.
Wow.
Oh,
okay, we've been to Neyland. You've been to Neyland many, many times. Mm-hmm. Have you ever at any point in time said, I've got to go into this gate to get into my seat? I mean,
only when I was a student. Only when I was a student, and you had to go through the student gate because you had to send.
That's as a
card.
student. I'm saying outside the students. Have you ever said, I've got to go in gate 21? No. If I decide to go to gate 8.
Nope.
They're going to tell me no.
Yeah.
Depending on where I was wherever I was tailgating and pre-gaming was probably the closest to whichever one I could have been sitting on the other side of the stadium. I'm going in right here.
Well, let's be honest. I've said this. Getting in the stadium, the atmosphere of it, just when you walk in.
Yep.
No matter where you go.
Yeah.
That's something that's
gets the blood pumping a little bit.
It gets the blood pumping. Yep. So, Danny.
Fix it.
You've done a lot of good things. Boys, this right here is one that they're really struggling with.
Yep. Hey, attention drivers. Reddit Brown Ford wants to welcome new customers with a deal you can't miss. Right now, when you come in for service, new customers receive a free air vent refresh with any purchase. That's $100 in value. Absolutely free. Breathe easy and experience the difference of our award-winning service team. But hurry, this offer is only for new customers, and it will not last forever. You can call Reddit Brown Ford in Manchester, or not Manchester, Morrison. Goodness gracious. Manchester Highway.
Don't do us like that now.
Dude, I'm telling you, I cannot wake up today. Call Reddit Brown Ford in Morrison today or visit online at redditbrownford.com. Reddit Brown Ford, where service meets value. Reddit Brown Ford, powering the Warren County Sports Authority. We'll be back after the break.
Main Street Media, we love when you win our awesome prizes. In order to keep everything fair and share the love, please remember, only one winner per household every 30 days. Prizes are available for pickup within 30 days of winning. After that, they go back in the prize closet for regifting. And finally, remember, we are always recording for later playback on air. So when you win, be excited. Woo! Thank you and good luck from Main Street Media, where everyone's a winner.
McMinnville, you're a part of me. McMinnville, Tennessee. There's nothing like you anywhere around. I'm proud to say you're my hometown.
This is Christy Partain with Graves Family Pharmacy, and we check all the boxes when it comes to family, community, and patient care. We have the best drive-thru in town where you will be greeted with a smile, and you can talk to us while being fully protected from the sun and the rain. Why go to a big box store when you can talk with local people that truly care about you and your family? Follow us on Facebook and feel free to ask questions. Come see us on Main Street at Graves Family Pharmacy, where you are much more than just a name and date of birth.
McMinnville, Tennessee.
At Pioneer Building Supply, we're your one-stop shop for lumber, tools, and building supplies. Whether you're tackling a major renovation or just need a few materials for a small project, we've got you covered. From framing to finishing touches, we have the products and expertise to help you get the job done right. Stop by and see us today at 231 Northgate Drive, Suite 250, McMinnville, or give us a call at 931-473-7777. Our friendly, knowledgeable team is always ready to help you with whatever you need for your next project. For 50 years, Pioneer Building Supply has been the trusted name in construction materials. We've built our reputation on quality, service, and the commitment to your success. Pioneer Building Supply, building your dreams since 1975.
Pioneer Building Supply. Pioneer Building Supply, where good business make good friends. Pioneer Building Supply.
In football, the more points you have, the better chance you have of winning the game. When it comes to your internet, it's the same concept. The more upload and download speed you have, the better chance your home or business has of winning the game of life. That's why Ben Lomond Connect has an unheard-of, industry-leading, synchronous gig broadband price of $57.95 for both homes and businesses, plus 2 gig and 8 gig available in most areas. Call your local BLC office or go to benlomonconnect.com and go big with Tennessee Gig today. Some exclusions may apply.
It was a dime.
Yeah. All right. Hey, we're back on the Warren County Sports Authority, powered by Reddit Brown Ford.
Power to stroke power.
Vroom, vroom.
All right, we are back. And, hey, get into that message board where you can get the $15 Mud Bums gift card. I have it with me. Have it with me, boys. So we're going to get that. So, hey, the best commenter of the
Appreciate
night.
it, Mud Bums.
Mud Bums.
Appreciate it, Mud Bums.
$15 gift card. And also that message board is the Ben Lomond Connect message board where I think something – you want to do this ad read, Trev?
What?
You want to do the ad read? No, okay. All right.
Well,
I'm just asking.
Oh, for Ben Lomond?
Yeah, I'll do it. Don't worry about it.
You just don't want to say synchronous.
Synchronous.
I just want to say how, hey, in football, the more points you have, the better chance you have of winning the game. Boys. When it comes to your internet, it's the same concept. The more upload and download speed you have, the better chance your home or business has of winning the game of life. That's why Ben Lomond Connect has unheard of industry-leading synchronous gig broadband for the price of $57.95 for both homes and businesses, plus a 2 gig and an 8 gig available in most areas. Call your local BLC office or go to benlomondconnect.com and start winning today with Ben Lomond Fiber. Some exclusions may apply because Ben Lomond Connect's delivering that internet.
At the speed of life.
Attaboy. All right, well, while we're on that topic, again, too, get in the message board and let us know because I'm not giving this $15 gift card to Trey Butler, boys. Not doing it. He ain't getting it.
He ain't getting 2 wins this week.
You're not getting 2.
Y'all petty, man.
He did say it's almost like the psychological problem like Georgia seems to have with Bama when it comes to UT and Georgia. I
don't disagree. I mean,
no arguments here. I'll say this much: I was proven right when we said this before the
Tennessee,
year. When I said
Tennessee first quarter.
No, what? No. Oh. When I went off on Trey about a month ago or a month and a half ago when I said Tennessee, I said Tennessee can. I didn't say Tennessee was gonna beat Georgia. I said Tennessee can beat Georgia at home.
Yeah.
And if they would have made a field goal, they would have. And if they did, I wouldn't have taken a victory lap on you. But Trey Butler, I would have taken that victory lap on him.
Jeff's got receipts.
I would have clipped it and everything.
He had that clip ready.
I would have found it.
It's already edited. It's ready. They just got to.
1,000%. It was ready to go. I probably would have had it out like 5 minutes after the game.
Rent free, Trey. Rent free.
Yep, 100%. Hey, you got to own it. Got to own it. Hey, let's talk about another football game that everybody loves about Warren, and that is Warren County football going 2-2 under Coach Eric Ballou. And in that case, I think that's going to take us right into the maybe TNT Power Broker of the Week.
I think you own something.
Hey, when you think power, think Napa Store of Burstable Highway. If your own personal power supply seems to be a little bit down on its get it done attitude, I'm kind of feeling like that right now.
Yeah, you need to pick me up.
I need to check out the Napa Premium Legend batteries. Napa stocks batteries for everything from ATVs, motorcycles, and lawnmowers up to batteries for big trucks and tractors. Call 931-474-6272 for more information on rebates and discounts for the loyal Warren County Sports Authority listeners. Also, feel free to bring an old battery in for free testing. Old body in for free testing. Hook me up to that system. See if I'm.
Thomas is like,
see how many cold cranking at.
lighting up like a Christmas tree, Coach.
Yeah. Hey, it's Trev's TNT Power Broker of the Week. Talk to us, Trev.
Hey, this week,
Who's
boys,
got
it was easy because he went off during the game, racking up 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 on the ground and 1 receiving. Isaiah Robledo. That's Power Broker stuff.
Yeah. He did. Hey, all-purpose, man. He's an all-purpose machine.
Does it all. He's a good teammate, good leader, good sportsmanship. We saw it this week with a picture by Brent Carden. Him and his brother were carrying a Rebel.
Yep.
Off the field.
Yep. That was awesome, man. Yeah. He did a little bit of everything. Again, like you said, had a receiving touchdown. Made it look easy too.
Yeah,
third down, a little out, speed out. Oof.
Yeah,
Got him.
I saw the play on Facebook. I guess was it a sweep? And he hit the spin move in the backfield.
Hit the O button.
He was 88 out the gate.
Hit the circle button.
XO there.
Yeah, he was 88 out the gate, boys.
The Rebels never knew what hit them.
No.
The funny thing was, I don't know if y'all got the chance to check out the Ballou show on the Coach Eric Ballou show on WBMC on Mondays, and he was talking about how he's like, it wasn't really a good call, but sometimes players make a bad call look good, and he made that play look really good on that one. But, Isaiah Robledo had some punt returns that really set them up in business. I mean, there was a lot of kids that did a good thing, but he's really – over 100 all-purpose yards in every game this year. he caught a touchdown against the Cab. He's rushed for touchdowns. He's, like you said, he's one of the best. He might be one of the better return men in the entire mid-state right now. He's a heck of a player, and the reason why, one of the big reasons why Warren County will be kicking off homecoming Friday night with a chance to go 3-2.
We're gonna be back on the porch.
Back on the porch.
We're on the porch.
Yeah, boys.
Gonna have some special guests, we hope.
I hope.
Yeah.
Aaron Blaylock says Isaiah is an incredible young man. Good pick, Trev. She commented in the Ben Lomond Connect message board.
That's a good pick right there, Trev.
Appreciate it.
Good job.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm very excited about seeing the Pioneers come back after have won. We saw them. Yeah. We were very excited the first time.
Yeah.
And the Pioneer pregame show will go on 5:30 on Star 107. It'll be myself, Trev, and a coach up on the porch, on the crow's nest, on the dock, on
the wasp nest.
The best seats in the house.
They are the best
There's
seats in the house.
Still some controversy on whether or not.
What's the controversy?
Jay Walker got stung by a
He got stung.
I'm with you,
I
but
think he got a thorn in the arm.
If he got a thorn,
why was there a wasp crawling
Yeah.
right where his arm was?
Yeah, we actually killed that wasp.
Yeah, I mean, you killed a wasp.
Not
that wasp.
Not the
wasp.
wasp. We got to have some up close.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's got to be something there.
All I'm really saying is I think it's a conspiracy because Jay Walker's a lot tougher than I am, apparently.
What you're saying is you think Jay should have had more reaction there.
If he got stung.
Okay.
I would have walked off the set.
Well,
I would have left.
Here's what we hope. We hope Jay comes and visits us again.
Yes.
And then we hope he gets stung, and we get to watch him and see how the reaction is. Can he hit like two? Can he get stung twice?
I'm just going to bring.
I'll talk to my wasp guy.
Get your wasp.
Bring us a hornet's nest somewhere. What about it?
You think you can do that?
Yeah, Gary's reliable. He'll come out.
Weather's supposed to be good for homecoming.
Gonna be some good weather.
I think so. Eric Blue says it's made out of wood, real sturdy. He's quoting Chubbs from
Sturdy.
Gilmore. We might be able to even talk Eric Blue to come up there to start the show with us at 5:30.
I think we can.
I think he might be able to. He might be able to give us a couple of minutes there. But hey, he's going to be focused on something a little bit more on Friday night, and that is getting the Pioneers past. Other than 2023 when they kicked off the season with a win over DeKalb County, the last time that Warren County had a winning record that far into the season was 5 years ago when they started 8-0. That's your chance. That's your chance right now for the Pioneers. Not only that, what we were saying, there was optimism when we showed up for that first game against DeKalb County. You could feel it. There was a lot of optimism, but then you lost. Then they lost the game in a wild, weird way. But you lost. Then you lose the Livingston Academy. And I think you could have had some time creep in where you were saying, nothing's changed. But then you go to Hunter's Lane and you win.
Yep.
You dominate.
Yeah.
Then you come back and you took care of business against Franklin County. I know 28-14. Somebody might be, I was like, hey, it's 28-0 with 3 minutes to go. Franklin County scored twice.
I know Coach Blue doesn't want to hear this. That ball game was over. And hey, as coaches, you hate when people like me say this.
Yep.
I've been on the other side. That ball game was over when the third quarter bell rang. You just knew.
Yeah.
that football team don't have 28 in them in the fourth, okay?
Yeah, Warren County played the fourth quarter like they were up on the cards. They just didn't deliver the knockout punch.
I understand. But I think they put it this way. In a 10-round fight, they'd already won 8 rounds.
Yeah.
As long as we get through the last 2 rounds, they just don't get knocked out. Well, hey, this just in. How many times have you heard me say this? A team that hasn't scored any points the first 3 quarters probably don't have 28 in them the last 12 minutes.
No.
Okay?
Yep. I agree. So, but again,
sorry, Coach Blue, because Coach Blue's thinking.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Trust me. He. I guarantee you, he has stressed that last 6 minutes this week more than he probably even stressed the first 42.
Yep.
Even though, hey, you got to enjoy the first 42.
Yes.
But you got to work to make sure the last 6 doesn't become a full 48 this Friday night. But that being said, it's not just the optimism going into this game. There's the realization this team's playing some pretty good football, and now you get to watch them at home.
Yes.
So I'm expecting a huge crowd.
Oh, you know
I
a huge
think
crowd's going to be.
I think it's going to be packed.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a great fight. And,
and you know,
Brittany Ryan says,
I saw
Brittany
that.
Ryan's on the Ben Lomond Cadet message board says, well, y'all get to judge the floats from the porch.
We will.
Oh, we will judge. We will judge them.
Yeah, Brittany, thank you. Hey, we're going to have a big thank you, Brittany. My mind was not focused on that, but hey, since we're going to get to see them, we're going to critique them bad boys.
If y'all, for the people out there that have watched The Gladiator,
yes,
when they go to the Emperor in the Coliseum and he gives it the thumbs up or the thumbs down, that's going to be Sullins on Friday night at halftime. He's going to just sit there as the float goes by him, and it's either up or down.
There's going to be no up. He's going to say, yeah. The next one's going to come around. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, this may be the first time that the whole community just turns on me because I'm not the float guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's going to be no up. I'm just telling you.
Now, if you do it right, we'll let you.
Would you up the dragon?
I told you it's the best float I've ever seen.
But
I mean, with
I just like hearing you say
with a $300,000 price tag, I mean, it should have been the best float.
Trey Butler says that maybe the best float would actually win if we were the voters. So you're trying now? We're talking about controversy that maybe sometimes the best float doesn't always win.
So here's my
no doubt.
Let's and I hate that we're getting on this because we get away from exactly what Friday night's supposed to be. It's about the darn football game.
Sullins, it's fair floats football.
Oh, God bless. Okay, but okay. Who actually judges the floats?
I have no clue.
I think it's different every year. Like it's.
That you actually know this is a concern for me.
It's different. It's different every year. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they come up with who does it.
Okay, what is the criteria to be a judge for a float? Do I go to other competitions? I think they're just looking for people that aren't biased. I think that's. Well, Trey Butler says we got some bias in this.
I'm just saying. I think that's the goal.
That's not judges.
Okay, no, I don't know. Don't ask.
You do know because you were heavily involved in the floats.
A few of them.
We need to find out who's judging the floats. Can they be bought off? Because I'll be honest. I'm gonna be honest, boys. If I was judging the floats and somebody said, "Here's an extra $500," I'm voting yes.
I agree.
Would you agree?
100%.
I mean. Hey, if I put $300,000 in a dragon,
you got $500.
You got $500 lay around to buy a judge off.
This is what I used to say when I went to events for the paper, and they were like, well, "How am I supposed to get my kid's picture in the paper?" I said, $20 bucks, and they were like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Why would I not take? Yeah, if you want, give me $20 bucks."
On a slow night, probably $2.50 to get the picture in the paper. You know what I mean? But we need to know what the criteria is for the float competition. Who actually is the judging? Who are the judges? Should judges in the float competition, should they be made public?
Yes.
Thank you.
And they're voting.
Absolutely.
All voting,
that.
All voting should be made public.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
You got to stand behind it. That was like something was said that like Graves. Graves had his whole thing about the stadium. I'm sure we'll get to some of that or the finances or whatever. And he messaged me on Monday. He goes, "You made a comment somewhere. Did you delete it?" It's like, no. I was like, he was like, "I can't find it anymore." And I wanted to answer him back. I'm like, "Buddy, I started writing in 2010, and I had to put my name on everything I've written. I've not deleted a comment ever since. Everything that I write's in black and white. I don't get to go back and delete it. I don't go back and delete my show, even though there's probably one on the Simmons Says that I'd probably like to delete right now." Connor, what do you think?
What happened?
Talking about the episode with your best friend?
Oh.
Hey, sometimes you reap what you sow.
Ainsley
somebody bought those videos.
Ainsley Mullican Murphy says on the comment section, says, "Someone who was over a float for years, I don't even know the criteria." And Dawn Lowry says, "This makes for a great topic for the laughs for the WCSA viewers." And she says, "Stir the pot." Connor put a banner up earlier in the week during Town Talk to poke the bear on all this. All right. Hey, let's tell you a little bit more about our friends over there at Reddit Brown. Need new tires? There's never a better time to buy. From September 15th, which was Monday, so this is going on now, through September 30th, Reddit Brown Ford is rolling out our buy 3 tires, get the 4th for just $1 tire event. That's right. Buy 3 name brand tires and your 4th tire is only $1. Drive safer, save bigger, and take advantage of this limited time offer before it's gone. Call Reddit Brown Ford in Morrison today or visit online at redditbrownford.com to schedule an appointment. Reddit Brown Ford, where service meets value. Vroom, vroom. I took it from him.
He done me wrong.
But you're not going to.
Power stroke. You can't throw off the rhythm and then say, "Are you going?"
Reddit Brown Ford.
Power stroke power.
Vroom, vroom.
We'll be back.
Pass caught 3, 2, 1. Give. The McMinnville Warren County Chamber of Commerce is more than a membership, it's a partnership. Whether you're just starting out or looking to take your business to the next level, the Chamber connects you with the tools, resources, and connections you need to succeed. More visibility, better networking, and a stronger community. It's all waiting for you. Visit warrentn.com today and see how a membership can make a difference for your business. The McMinnville Warren County Chamber of Commerce, your key to success.
Need a move this September? Book quick, save big with McMinnville Moving and Storage. For a limited time, get 10% off your move, up to $200 maximum savings when you call, book, and move, all in the month of September. That's right, quick booking means big savings, plus a smooth, stress-free move from the team you can trust. But don't wait. This offer ends September 30th. Call 931-473-2805 today and book quick, save big with McMinnville Moving and Storage.
I'm Tim Hitchcock, inviting you to join me every Tuesday at 5 for Hey Hey Hitchcock, proudly presented by Farm Credit Mid-America. We're talking everything green, from backyard gardening tips to big ag insights, plus special guests from right here in the nursery capital of the world. Tune in on 97.7 WBMC every Tuesday at 5 or catch us streaming live on Facebook. Also available on YouTube.
Attention drivers, Reddick Brown Ford wants to welcome new customers with a deal you can't miss. Right now, when you come in for service, new customers receive a free air vent refresh with any purchase. That's a $100 value, absolutely free. Breathe easier and experience the difference of our award-winning service team. But hurry, this offer is only for new customers and it won't last forever. Call Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison today or visit us online at reddickbrownford.com. Reddick Brown Ford, where service meets value.
Hi folks, this is David Mason Simpson with DM Simpson Realtors and Auctioneers. If you're looking for a realtor to list your home, farm, land, or commercial property, we're ready to go to work for you. We'll evaluate your property and then promote it locally, regionally, and nationally. If you've been looking for the service you deserve in the real estate business, call the friendly folks selling Middle Tennessee and beyond at 473-LAND. DM Simpson Realtors and Auctioneers, serving you since 2007.
In football, the more points you have, the better chance you have of winning the game. When it comes to your internet, it's the same concept. The more upload and download speed you have, the better chance your home or business has of winning the game of life. That's why Ben Lomond Connect has an unheard-of, industry-leading, synchronous gig broadband price of $57.95 for both homes and businesses, plus 2 gig and 8 gig available in most areas. Call your local BLC office or go to benlomondconnect.com and go big with Tennessee Gig today. Some exclusions may apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Warren County Sports Authority radio show here on WBMC 97.7 FM. And hey, other than the little time the delay that we'll take at 6 o'clock, we're done with that. We're done with ads and breaks for the rest of the night, boys. We'll get one more at the top of the hour at 6 o'clock, but then past that, you got us for the rest of the night. So I hope everybody's in the comment section. Hit the share button, hit the like button, let everybody know that you're listening to the Warren County Sports Authority on your Wednesday night. Before we went to break, Sullivan said it best. We got distracted, boys.
Yes, the distraction hit.
All of a sudden we're talking about football, and then
rat poison got in us. Rat poison.
But instead, I'm going to bring it right back because to bring it back, I'm going to do a little Crabs Kubota call while I'm at it. Crabs Kubota, boys. And you know, if we're talking about Crabs Kubota, that means because you have to be ready to tackle any job in Middle Tennessee, from powerful Kubota tractors to mowers and construction to steel chainsaws. Crabs Kubota has what you need. Your local dealer choice for sales, service, and rentals. Visit Crabs Kubota.
Crabs Kubota.
Crabs Kubota.
In Murfreesboro, and experience the Krebs way. That's Crabs Kubota at 615-890-1200. You can also find them at KrebsKubota.com.
Crabs Kubota.
Crabs Kubota.
All right. See you in the future. Do you see 3-2 in the future for the Warren County Pioneers this Friday night, boys?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
10 o'clock.
I think.
10 o'clock. Yeah, go ahead.
I think they're rolling. I think it's going to be a good game, but I think 3-2.
I think they beat Hickson by 3 touchdowns.
Dadgummit. I was about to ask a question.
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask Trev, who are we playing on Friday?
I knew.
You knew Hickson?
I did. I saw
okay,
it.
I was just making sure.
Time out. Where's Hickson from?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious, you're killing me, dog. killing me.
Down and right.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Otherwise known as south and east.
So it's down there by Chattanooga?
Ish, yeah, I guess. Yeah, Trev, don't feel bad. I couldn't tell you where he is.
Okay.
I think it's in the
Chattanooga area.
It's in the Chattanooga area.
All right.
Yeah, they're gonna make the drive up
That's not
here.
where I was gonna guess.
Yeah.
Where was you gonna guess?
Out past Dixon.
Come on, why not, Coach? Hickson and Dixon.
He amazes me weekly, boys. That's why I love him. That's why I love the kid.
Hickson and Dixon, boys.
I don't know why.
How fast Dixon?
Trev, where's Dixon?
Before Jackson on the way to Memphis.
Okay,
I
So it's West
yeah.
Nashville, yeah. All right. Eric Blue says wrong way.
I didn't. It had nothing to do with the name.
Coach Blue, next year when you go to Hickson, go to Dixon, go to 840, and just make a U-turn. Make it an all-day trip. You know what I mean?
It had nothing to do with the name. That's just where I thought it was.
Okay.
Blue also just said we got to go there next year, and I know who ain't driving.
We need a sponsor for a new segment because we should have known this early on. Scottsdale.
Yeah.
It's where is this on the map, Trail?
If we could have somehow been able to put up just a graphic of the state of Tennessee and got the camera for Connor to go up there,
just pin the tail,
you see how close you can get there. Yeah. Yep. Sean Gang says that
appreciate that, Trey.
Said that better not overlook Hickson. They upset a usually very good Loudon program last week. I don't think anybody's overlooked.
There's no overlooking them. I think it's homecoming. This football team here at Warren County is playing pretty good football.
You can't overlook something you can't find, Trev.
True. Yeah. And also that becomes a situation too where I always think about this too. You can say Warren County's going to beat them by 3 touchdowns. We could feel that. We're not speaking for the Warren County football program at all. We're just talking about what we see. And I think Warren County absolutely has the ability to get 2-3-2 this Friday. My next question would be, what's the ceiling for this program now?
I honestly think this football team's going to have a winning season.
Yeah.
I think they've got 6 to 7 wins in them right now.
I was going to say 7. 7 is going to be my number.
You think 7's the ceiling?
Yep.
Not 8?
I like 7.
They could win 8 in a row and go 8-2.
Maybe. I like 7.
We've always said. I mean, we're 4 games in. This is the midway point. Yep. He flies in football.
Yep.
They've got after Friday night when they're 3-2. They've got 5 more winnable football games where they've got a chance to be competitive. They're going to play competitive football games for the next 5 weeks after the win Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is a 6 or 7 win football team.
Yep.
Bottom line.
Yeah, I think that there's a very good chance. Brittany Ryan says she thinks Trevor was thinking of Hickman. I know he wasn't.
No.
Time out. Where's Hickman? He was not thinking of Hickman.
You know. Here's why I thought past Dixon. Because Ty played at Dixon, that's where he's from.
Okay.
So I've heard him talk about like schools that they've played in high school.
Okay.
And I thought that he said that they played Hickson. It might have been Hickman. I'm just saying that was my thought process. I'm just saying.
Okay. You know what? If he's a defense, if he's on trial,
we're not.
That might be something that you could say as a defense.
I'm just telling you that was my thought process.
Okay.
We're
going to throw out a couple more.
Why?
Because we just want to know if you actually know anything about the state geography. And was Tennessee State geography a class in school?
Usually, like in 3rd grade, you have like a Tennessee history at the very least.
Okay. Did you take it?
Probably.
That was before.
Did you pass?
That was before we had those that very rigid 3rd grade level.
Yeah,
you couldn't go forward past that. We all skirted by before that.
Are you saying that he may have been held back?
Why we got to do this?
Ansley Murphy did say definitely Hickman.
Okay.
So there you go.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Where's Hickman?
See, this is
somewhere in Dixon. I don't know.
See, this is why we always say Trev's the most popular person here, because if you or I would have made that mistake, people would be burying us.
Hey, it's all about the love here.
There's legitimately people rushing into the comment section to defend Trev. No child left behind.
A lot of Lightning McQueen fans out there.
I mean, they are Lightning McQueen driving straight to this comment section to help Trev.
Putting him on the tomato, bringing him home.
Get him out. We're one more. So me and you are one more joke away from Deborah Evans popping up here and saying, y'all better watch out.
We're 2 more jokes away from Deborah Evans walking in the door.
Hey, while we're can I
my boy that way?
Yeah, to start this back into can I do a little bit of we do see in the future.
Yep.
Can we do a look in the past?
Go ahead.
How right were we about this schedule?
We've said it from day one. I mean, this is what this program needed.
We said it before day one.
Well, we said it back when people wanted to actually be guests on the show and they didn't kind of shun us before they took other positions. But that's just, that's either here or there. But this is what this football team, a program needed. We've said it, and hey, we're going to stand behind it.
Yep,
100%. What's your thoughts on it?
I think this is one of our best, because this was a see in the future.
Yes.
It might have been the very first see in the future back in the day was that, hey, we have to get a non-region schedule here.
It was almost see in the future weekly because we just kept beating this whole drum over and over and over.
Yeah, and then I see now. Granted, is there any seeing? I mean, now that we're all this is so early. It's preposterously early to say this. We're only 4 games into it. You know that you're going to at least play 20 games into this. See in the future, do they change it in 2 years?
I hope not. I hope they stay for 4 years.
I agree.
I think there could be some things that could happen that you could make the move in 2 years, but I think there would have to be some seismic changes in the way that 6A it looks before I would get.
What
out
I
of
would
this.
say is you better hope those seismic changes are 100% to your advantage fruition, because if you make a decision and it's not based on things that we've talked about as far as maybe some teams coming in and making a new region that is 6A, no. This is I have no issue with what's going on whatsoever. And I think at some point in time the TSSAA is going to look at having 2 different divisions. And I think that
they're going to have to.
They're going to have to, in my opinion.
I think they're going to have to, or they're going to suffer the fact that what we keep saying, what you said, you're going to start seeing teams that are going to fold, or they're going to co-op, or they're just going to plain old continue. They're going to see a lot. You're going to see a program like a Hunter's Lane that says, hey, what did that Warren County team do to kind of rebuild themselves? Let's just drop out of these regions. And all of a sudden it's like, well, you don't need y'all to – we'll make our own stuff up because y'all aren't putting us in that best position to have any kind of success.
I would like to see a 4-year window like this where you can look back and say a freshman class walked in, and for 4 years we had 4 winning seasons, and the win total was between 28 and 32.
Be amazing. 7
to 8 wins a season. That kind of tells you we're now on a track where kids understand – how to win, what success is about, and in a 4-season winning record would, let's see, double the amount of winning seasons we've had in the last 40 years.
Yeah,
you only had 2.
You've only had 2. So if you had 4 in a row,
hey, I can do that.
You got good math. Yeah, he went to 3rd grade math.
Yeah.
Geography not so much.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look. I don't even know if there's something to be said that I don't even know if we've ever had 4 straight winning seasons. Maybe 5 might be the record.
Yeah.
So to do it, and that's in almost now close to 60 years of the football program. Like we said, I want to tie this back into a Eric Ballou thing, because we've been around him enough now, and especially what doing the show is. Let's tie it back to what he would be thinking right now is they're not 2-2. They're not trying to get to 7-2 or 8-2 or anything like that. They are 0-0 because where their feet are right now is just this week, this game, Hickson, and focusing in on what the task at hand. And I think that I like where this football team is mentally, because we talked about this last week. You won your first game against Hunter's Lane, and we've seen this before. Well, we're not going 0-10 now, boys. And then all of a sudden, you could have went to Franklin County and been like,
Laid an egg.
Well, we won our game. We're not going. We're not going undefeated. We're not going to lose all of our games anymore. We've ended the 21 game, and then all of a sudden it was like that was not they did not look like a team that was satisfied for a one win team.
And another thing about Friday night that I found very impressive about going to Franklin County. Franklin County had just come off a win.
Yep.
So they're riding high. And they're at home. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of similarities between these two football teams.
Yep.
And we kind of walked in their house and they kind of established dominance early. Mm-hmm. That's a good sign that we weren't here to come and play. We decided, hey, let's go win the football game. We did that early. So now coming back home, I feel really confident about what they've got Friday night.
Yep. I hope everybody will be with us on Friday night as we will be starting the Pioneer pregame show. Us three will be up on the pavilion, the Crow's Nest.
Crow's Nest.
We're going to be throwing footballs out.
Oh,
do we have some?
Yeah.
We still have those?
You think Nunley and them saved us any shirts? They give them all away.
Oh, they're gone.
These bad boys are all gone.
They're gone.
Yeah. Well, we'll have something up there that we'll throw at people. If
you know
not,
what else
we'll
is
just
gone?
and we'll throw Trev at them. The fair.
Oh yeah.
We can make corn dogs.
Corn dog.
Corn dogs, Jackie. Hey, we're going to end the radio portion of the Warren County Sports Authority radio show. I want to make sure everybody knows about Reddick Brown Ford powering the Warren County Sports Authority. You can take that short drive on 55 to get the best prices and largest selection of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs over at 5917 Manchester Highway. We will be back here in about 5 minutes with the unedited and unbridled joy of overtime on the Sports Authority.
Overtime.
Your lawn, their expertise. At McMinnville Lawn and Garden, they're experts in making your yard look its best. From precise mowing and mulching to their custom weed spraying program, your lawn will stay beautiful and healthy. Their landscaping, shrub trimming, and overseeding give your yard the care it deserves. Let them bring your vision to life. Visit them at 129 Keel Drive, McMinnville, or call 931-815-5296. McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality meets service. Visit McMinnvilleLawn.com today.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-859-3220. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 to 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy.
Don't stop. Keep dancing. Move to the beat. Dance all night.
Y'all just go.
It's the Catalina wine mixer, Trev.
I don't know. Let me look that
Connor,
up.
you know what the Catalina wine mixer is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, just making sure. Anybody else just hear radio or anything?
I'm gonna be
Oh,
honest.
it's mine. Hang on.
Hey,
Yeah.
Like there's trivia competitions, right? Don't ever take him.
I do want to see Trev on Jeopardy, though.
Oh, and
That's what I'm saying, Connor.
And Step Brothers?
Hey,
Yes.
Connor. Think about Trev on Jeopardy. He's just sitting there with a button, hoping cars is a category.
Did you see the comments that just popped up? Someone said in the break, well, hey, by the way, this is the Warren County Sports Authority. We're officially in OT, so it's probably about to get a little bit crazy here, and we're going to get to the songs around in a week. But a second ago, someone said, no sound. Is that just me? And I said, hey, Connor's taking a smoke break. Eric Ballou on the Boone Loma Connect message board says, I thought I spelled Paul Malls.
Hey, it's P-A-L-L. Coach.
Coach ain't worried about how to spell Paul Malls.
As coaches, we were never the best spellers.
He said wind must be blowing south.
Hey, and I'm uptown. Smoke Winston's and Marlboros.
He's paid well around here.
Yeah. Somebody is. All right, we're going to go to the Warren County Sports Authority radio. We've done that portion, so now we're on the OT portion, but we have to make sure everybody knows that the thoughts and opinions expressed on this show are that of myself, Jeff Simmons, co-host Trevor Evans, and co-host Coach Chris Sullins. That is the only opinions that are going to be expressed on here. They do not reflect anything from Main Street Media, Radio WBMC, any of the advertisers for this show, or really anybody that ever works here except for the 3 people that are in this room and occasionally Connor. Now, Coach will be the first one to tell you that these views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on here should be yours.
No, they're facts.
But
I mean,
if you don't agree with them, you can't take them out on the Main Street Media or on Radio WBMC because it is not theirs, and
it's not their responsibility.
They're apologizing before the show even started. We
apologize for nothing.
And where's that complaint department, Trev?
Yeah.
That would be
he's forgot.
218.
No, he hasn't forgotten.
Trust me, I ain't forgot. 218 East, not West, East Morford Street.
You know where that's at. You know where that's at too, right?
I mean, I got a guess.
That's probably where the home is. A homecoming parade going through there?
No, I got a question. We come out of here. We leave out of this place. We go up to the butcher. How do we get to Morford Street?
Turn right.
Turn right.
Go way down Main Street, and then you turn left. Is it turn left where it splits?
What did you just say? Go again.
Turn right at the light right here by the butcher.
Yeah.
Go down Main Street.
Yeah.
And then where it splits, is it to the left right there? No, that's Sparta Street. I'm in a blender here, boys.
He's in a blender. Well, I'm not saying that you can't get there that way, but you got to I think you have to make another turn. Just because you go to Sparta Street doesn't mean you can't get from Sparta to East Morford. Turn again.
All right. Hey.
Go to Begonias, and go to left like you're going to and then right back down.
I was close.
And I think, was that Martin Glass?
Yeah.
That's over there, and then that is East Morford.
I could. Yeah, we're good.
No, we're good.
I was in the right area.
Hey. He was in
Trey Butler says it's in Hickson.
Hey, Trev. You and Abby would have gotten along real well.
That's crazy. What are we doing right now?
Are you and Nate Elrod best friends when it comes to
That's wild.
Google Maps?
Come on, man.
Good gracious.
Close only gets you so far, Trev.
All right. Hey, this is Warren Kane Sports.
This is
Authority.
wild.
We're in OT, but we are always brought to you and powered by Reddick Brown Ford.
Power stroke power.
Broom, broom.
All right, guys. While we're at that, I think, Sullins, we don't want to move off football.
No, not yet.
Without we just deliver the chili might be extra spicy.
Think so?
I don't know. We'll see. Hey, the Sullins Rant of the Week is sponsored by Supreme Building Products. Locally owned and operated since 1963, Supreme is a full-service retail lumber yard offering quality products at competitive prices. Trev, what do you need for your next home improvement project? You need some dimensional lumber?
I do.
Roofing material?
Yep.
Benjamin Moore paint?
Yep.
What else?
Whatever they got over there.
Well, they have all that and more.
What are we doing right now?
Make sure you're following Reese's FYI Fridays for the latest weekly special.
This is
This
brutal. This is brutal. All right.
Nail screws, all kinds of stuff. Shop local, shop Supreme Building Products.
Georgia wins one game, and y'all are like, we're about to tank Trev.
Next week's project, Trev, write down 5 materials to build a home.
Need some lumber, Trev?
Yeah.
Some paint.
Yeah.
I think they got that over there. I don't know.
All right, I'm going to set the over-under at 5 minutes flat, Trev. And at that point, you got the timer ready?
Yep.
We got a one camera ready?
Oh, we want one camera?
We're going one camera on
we'll
here?
have to do that.
All right, folks. One camera. Sullins Rant of the Week. Hit the clock.
Hey, it's pretty simple. And everybody knew this was coming, I believe. Yeah. It's homecoming week. It's homecoming time in Warren County. Got the big parade coming up Friday where we're going to close the streets like they're closing streets trail.
Yeah.
Some people don't like that.
Apparently not.
But hey.
East Morford won't be closed. It'd be tough to get there.
It'd be tough to get to East Morford, but we got the floats. We got the band, Pioneerettes. School, community's going to come out. But let's be real. This is about a football game Friday night.
Yep.
Against Hickson. Trev called some people out the last time the Pioneers played at home. Said we was kind of on their hands, weren't really rallying around. Didn't put forth the effort that we needed to as fans. Come Friday night, when the Blue Crew enters the football field, and when we mean Blue Crew, we mean that the host of Warren County Pioneers, we need to be supporting these guys because when it comes to homecoming, after all the festivities are said and done, it's about winning a freaking football game. And this football team's got a chance to put 3 wins together. That doesn't happen a lot around here. Okay? We need to make sure that this football team is supported in a way that they deserve. We've said it before. Now, hey, I hope at halftime we have dragons and we have transformers and we have flying drone shows. Okay? I hope that Chris Cope brings out a multi-million-dollar firework display. I hope the track is lit on fire. That would be something to see, you know what I mean?
We get a new track.
But at the end of that, at the end of halftime, we've got 2 quarters left, and halfway home don't get you home. So do yourself a favor. Don't leave at half. Keep your butts in the seats, and let's win a football game. Because these kids are going to do that, and we need to be supporting them. Okay? Everybody loves Nunley. Hell, we must love it because we damn sure ain't going to build a new one. Have everybody there. We need you parked all the way up to Little Caesars, maybe all the way up to downtown McMinnville, maybe have to park at Supreme. If you parked at Papa John's, there's not enough people, okay? But we need to support this football team because they're doing great things right now for this community. You only got a chance to see them 3 more times.
Yeah.
And we love homecoming. You're going to get to see, I'll guarantee you're going to see faces you hadn't seen since last week at the fair. You know what I mean? Everybody, it took him a minute on that one. You're going to see faces you hadn't seen since last week at the fair. Let's fill that place. We're going to be perched at top. Come out early.
Yeah.
Come and see us over at the pregame. Stick around after the win for the postgame. Let Brent Carden and Painted Barn take you pictures. All those type things. Have a great time. But let's make sure that we're there for the reason we're supposed to be there. Because you ain't filling the football stadium without a football game. Period. End of discussion. There's two things that fill that football stadium. Football games and graduation. And let's be honest, graduation happened in May.
Yep.
We got to walk a little ways from that. Warren County, this football team needs you. They want you, and they deserve you.
Yeah.
We're going to beat Hickson and send them back to Dixon or Hickman or wherever Trev thinks they're from. Okay? I'm ready. We're fired up. Roblettos, the Swallows, the Blues, all you guys, the Damons, you name it, go get it done. It takes what it takes, and we fixing to get number 3 come Friday night.
That fired me up. I'm ready to run through a wall, man.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
Hey, which direction is the wall?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. What are we doing?
North, south, east, and west, Trev.
Wait, how many walls are in there, Trev? So there's a lot of them.
There is.
They're closing in on you.
Yeah,
too.
they are.
What was our time?
4 minutes, 16 seconds.
Oh, the rare under when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Now, fire us up. Fire us up, Trev. What do you think? Build on that.
I think he's exactly right. I said it a few weeks ago. It was pointed out to me during the DeKalb game that Pioneer Nation can be better. I think they will be better come Friday night. I think it's going to be rowdy in there. Like Coach said, the Pioneers deserve it. They've been working their tails off, and it's been showing on the field. I think it's going to continue to show Friday night with a big win.
Hey, I can't agree more. The kids that are out there doing this week to week, day to day, deserve your support, deserve for you to stick around to the end of the game.
Yes.
When it comes to all this, we'll be, like he said, we'll be up there bright and early. We'll probably be out there around 5 o'clock. Come see us before the show. Come see us during the show. Come see us after the show. Well, I'm sure Trev might even stick around sign autographs this time, Coach.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he will probably be over in the stand signing autographs.
Yeah, you
know
might
what
be
I mean?
able to find him down there over there. He really likes being down there field level, so he can
likes
really
field level.
he
Got
sees
some
the
buddies
game
down-
different.
He sees the game different.
Yeah, we like to be up there at the top, but Trev sees the game different from the bottom line. Blues probably banned me from the sidelines from the DeKalb County game.
Yeah, you almost getting penalties. And
I might have to. He might just say, "Hey, Simmons, stay up in the park. Just stay up there. Yeah, you're gonna get us penalties if you get down on the field."
I have heard a rumor that Trev, a float maybe has been designed based on Trev's loves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
like the race, like the track.
Oh yeah.
We got a whole Lightning McQueen. Have you heard that?
No, but that's awesome.
I've heard that.
Oh, well now I think they think that Trev's the judge. They're trying to win him over.
No, I'm not. If I am, I don't know yet.
Where's the judging take place?
On Main Street during the parade.
Sean Gang says in the comment section, Ben Loma Connect message board, says Sullins needs to talk up the football team before the Sparta game. Heck, I'm not from Warren County, but I was ready to play here in Sullins. He's fired them up.
Hey, man.
Hey, he's fired up the team in front of a couple of Sparta games too, I'd say.
Yeah, Sparta was playing. Hey, got to see my buddy Mitchell today. He came down.
Yeah.
I forgot he was a golf coach at White County.
Oh yeah, he's out there Monday.
I reminded him that the last time that we saw each other, like in a district tournament game, I won.
Just let him know, man. Let him know. All right. Hey,
he went out to Praters, got him some wings.
There you go.
I hope JW and them took him to task on the golf during the golf match.
I'm sure they did.
Oh yeah, we did not mention on our second reading of the disclaimer that Praters Barbecue is the sponsor of our disclaimer. So
the one and only.
The one and only.
Shout out to Gary.
Yeah.
Gary.
Where's that at?
GP.
On Highway 55?
Out there on the right.
You're gonna make it, man. It's all right. Only like 45
Trev's
more minutes.
old school directions.
Yeah.
You don't do
If
the
you're
go-
coming from Manchester, Trev.
It's on the left.
Okay, there we go.
You can't miss it.
Well, I just want to double check because if I take that right into the cornfield, I'm going to be pretty mad.
Be fine. Park there, walk across the highway, get you some food.
The food's still be there.
He's saying walk across the highway, people. You should do exactly what Trev says. No one will hit you.
Easy now.
You look left.
You just gotta look
left.
both. You just gotta look both ways.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, hey, I think that exhausted our football talk, and now all of a sudden we might get it.
We're ready.
We'll be back into some other sports talks, but this is going to come out of left field. But I love it.
Yes.
Connor, hit me up with some Nelly. Somebody's got to take their medicine. It's not going to be any. Now they're going to figure out why we were talking about the Catalina wine mixer.
So high
Didn't want to wind it down at all.
That was
hey,
abrupt.
It's getting hot in here. No, seriously, are you sweating through the couch cushions because your AC gave up here in that we knew it, that false fall, and all of a sudden it's 90 degrees again in September. Hey, it sounds like it's time to call A to Z Heating and Cooling, family owned, locally loved, and turning hot messes into cool comfort for over 20 years. Whether it's diagnostic and repair, twice a year maintenance, or brand new HVAC replacement, they do it all, and we mean all, from A to Z. Need ductwork fixed? They got it. Want to make sure your system doesn't quit on you? They schedule prevention too. And if you're pricing out a new unit, estimates are free. Yes, free, like actually free. So stop sweating and call A to Z Heating and Cooling today, because when it comes to your comfort, they can do it all, from A to Z. Call 931-389-8200. The Catalina wine mixer we were talking about when we came
Catalina
on.
wine mixer.
And people were like, what on earth?
Where's this going?
Well, let's tie it back to there, because Sullins, I think there might be somebody that's got to take their medicine.
Somebody's going to take a little medicine around here. I mean, our first annual Catalina. I can't say that. I get
Can't
you
say
in trouble.
first annual.
Our inaugural Catalina wine mixer, better known as the Luau.
The Luau, yeah.
Over at the over at the pool, Gilly Pool.
Yeah.
Milner Center.
Yes.
There was a lot of hype, just like Catalina wine mixer, going to be, one of the most anticipated events ever to hit McMinnville, Warren County. Tickets were flying off the shelves, from my understanding. Get your tickets early. I mean, you're hearing all these type things, and then Chris Cope will know where I'm going. There's times that fireworks just, they're just duds.
They're just duds.
Some shows on this network. Sometimes they're just duds. Never our show, but you're always gonna get some fireworks around here. But I was fired up and ready for the Catalina wine mixer. I was fixing to push send on my ticket purchase when it gets canceled.
Oh.
Dude, and I'll guess I'll have to give them credit. I think it actually said due to lack of interest. Is that kind of what they said there, Mr.
Unable
Simmons?
to cover the cost of hosting the event.
Which would pretty much mean we got no interest in this deal. So, Trev figured out that it was on a movie, Step Brothers.
Yep.
Where we get on the boat, play some of that great rap music. You know what I'm saying? Now, I was looking forward to it. You know what I mean? The Luau, he's going to Hawaii. I think Nico was going to be present. Yeah, Nico was going to fly in.
That's why.
We was going to roast a pig and all this type of
He's
stuff.
got time.
Man, what happened? What happened there, Mr. Simmons? What happened to the Luau?
Man, it just
Did anybody buy tickets that are fans of this show? Can you please tell us, did you buy a ticket and has it been refunded yet?
Well, it does say on their cancellation that beginning Monday, September the 15th, ticket holders may bring their tickets to the chamber office to receive a refund.
Can somebody give me a total ticket count of what was sold?
I will go for
what's the total? Because,
just guess.
Hey, let's go over and under. Let's go over and under.
Before I go
26, maybe.
Can I also say? I'll go ahead and say
14
this.
of them were free.
Chamber members got them for free.
I'm going to go ahead and say this much. I don't think there's a single crossover here. There's not a single person watching this right now that could say, "Yeah, I got my ticket."
I got my tickets. Yeah.
Those fan clubs don't mix. I'm just going to say,
Connor,
if you are going to go to the Luau for the locals, you're probably not watching the Sports Authority right now. Just my guess.
Did you get your refund yet? Did you get your tickets?
Yeah, I was thinking about going, and I was thinking about it pretty hard.
Yeah.
And I was like,
hey,
I just don't know if there'll be enough people to mingle with it. So I decided not to buy my ticket.
I love anytime you hear this saying or slogan, I was thinking about going, but
Yeah.
Well, it was. I mean, look, somebody had the idea. Somebody took the initiative to try to plan it, and then, as sometimes happens in Warren County, they said, "Don't want it, don't need it, pass."
Are you saying there will not be a second annual?
No, don't think if you don't get the inaugural if you don't get the inaugural one moving, then I don't think you go back with the second annual.
It was in the title, the luau for the locals. It seemed the locals said we don't want no luau.
No, thank
so
you.
you may have to expand it. Maybe the luau for the non-residents of the community.
Connor, you would have had a good time if you went. Look at the comment section. You would have had some shirts to wear.
Have we got people with comments?
John Lowry Wanamaker said, "I would have loaned Connor my husband's boats and hose T-shirt to wear."
See,
if they'd open it up to for it to be more friendly for people like me, you know.
So you're saying you don't think you were the target audience for that?
Because I asked, I was like, so how big is the bowl that the keys go into for the end of the night? And they said, "What are you talking about?" And I said,
"Never mind.
Never mind. I'm good."
And we just having a big time, but I was very disappointed. I mean, I was wanting to see maybe the pictures of the event. You know what I mean? Give us an over and under of the ticket sales, because hey, just put it out.
I wish
just let us know.
I wish we knew the number, because then we could say closest one gets the Mud Bums card.
Exactly.
That would be great, because I'm sitting there looking at the prices of it, and the tickets were like somewhere in the neighborhood of $35 to $60.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, how many tickets did you need to sell to make this
they
profitable?
covered it. Yeah, because I mean,
35 to 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's big.
35 gets you general admission. 60 gets you, the VIP pass.
Yeah.
At the Gilly Pool?
Yeah.
Island-inspired atmosphere, live
There's no
performances,
swimming.
and festive food throughout the night. The 55 was exclusive access to our shaded VIP lounge
Say
featuring
shaded.
appetizer tables,
So is
2
there a day?
complimentary drinks, and a deluxe lay.
No, I'm sure it was like it might be a late afternoon.
I didn't know you'd get a lay. You get laid?
I'm just reading what it says in here, man.
As soon as Jeff said it, I was like, ah.
that word was. It's got multiple definitions.
Boys, I'm just reading what
Yeah.
it said. It was going to be dinner at 6 and
Who's the organizer for this?
Dinner at 6.
Oh, okay.
I think the chamber was the organizer. Is that
So they
correct?
would have needed shade for 30, 45 minutes.
45 Yeah, that's right. That's great.
So
They brought in extra sun lamps, so you needed the shade.
Also, I did as I'm on the Chamber of Commerce, completely, I'm sure 1,000%, totally coincidental that there's also a post that said they're hiring a chamber president right now. So if you want to apply for that, send your resume.
That's coincidental.
Coincidence.
Very
It
coincidental.
actually is coincidental. Yeah. All right.
We need a P&L for the local luau. For the Catalina wine mixer, better know.
Now that we're poking our fun with Take Your Medicine, let's shift into avoiding disaster.
Okay.
Because we just said, sometimes if you try to do something and the locals don't want it, you have to take your medicine on that.
Yeah.
Now, before we even have to go and take our medicine, maybe we have to avoid a little bit of disaster. And avoiding disaster is brought to you by
Adam Wood with Farm Bureau Insurance out there in Morrison. When you think Warren County's finest, you think Adam Wood. So let the finest in Warren County protect what matters most to you. That's auto, home, and life. Give us a call at 931-668-7075. Once again, 931-668-7075. Or stop in and see us, 6282 Manchester Highway, right across from Country Club Market.
Yeah, man.
Well, that's nice. That was good. Hey, that's good right there.
Attaboy. That's the right direction.
Yeah.
That's very much the right direction.
You know something else Adam does well?
Plays golf.
It's the crap
God.
out of a golf ball.
Are we supposed to be playing golf here soon?
Next week.
Yeah, next week.
We play
On the 26th?
Yeah.
Oh, we would have never been able to make it to the luau.
Exactly.
Oh.
Well, that was it.
That's what
That's
it was.
probably the reason the luau could have been.
They're going to reschedule it so we can be there.
Yeah.
Could have been.
We play golf.
Hey, when is the 3-Point Club tournament not going to be ever?
Come on, man. Y'all have had your fun. Let's go.
He actually tries to sell us a couple weeks ago.
It was supposed
going
to
to
be
be
I
on
got my dates wrong, man.
But you tried to sell me it was going to be on homecoming.
I didn't
Danny, can
try
you
to. I didn't
Yes,
try to
you
sell
did.
you anything. I just said I thought.
And I said, "There's no way that they're putting a golf tournament on
Well,
homecoming day."
I thought before the date when, because the date got moved up on homecoming. So maybe the golf scramble was scheduled for, and the date's got
Yeah, but I told you there's no way.
Oh, we got it.
Just say I won that one.
You won.
Okay, that's all. You won the Georgia deal.
You beat me in golf on Friday. What are we?
Yeah, that's true.
Avoiding disaster, folks. All right. Now, Sullins, we had did you listen to the conversation that happened a little bit today? Jason Hillis came on the Town Talk this morning.
Yeah.
And talked a little bit about the mall. We talked about it on the Sim session. Are we in a avoiding disaster moment for what's the plans with the mall and what's going on there? I think we are.
I think that we are in this aspect. I think that we've got a community that doesn't like the direction the mall is going right now. That's just my personal opinion.
Yep.
I mean, if you look at some of the comments of some posts that were online, I think that's pretty evident.
Well, I think the one that of course, everybody's had their opinion on the mall for a while now.
Yeah.
And one of the things is we want retail. We want to be able to go to the mall and actually shop there. And then all of a sudden, the left and right places are going out. They're going out. They're going out. Oh wow! Holy cow! I'm deleting that comment. Wow. Oh, hold that thought because I want to talk about the mall. But hey, Connor. Look at that comment and tell me that doesn't verify some things that we talked about this week. That the scramble was actually planned for this Friday.
Hey, I'm taking a picture of that and send it to somebody.
Yeah, take a picture of that and send that to somebody.
We'll get there.
Anyways, we've talked about the mall. Everybody has their opinions on the mall, but the biggest thing was it's not a mall if there's nothing. There's no shops there.
Yeah,
and it continues, and then all of a sudden we hear Hibbett's is gone now.
Yeah.
Now Bath and Body Works is apparently staying. But then you're going to placate with, and this is where I think a lot of what we said when we start talking about everything that's going on there is you start actually starting to add this new thing that they've gotten, the $250,000 grant for the coffee shop / hangout / bookstore and everything. And then you start putting yourself into competition with actual local businesses that actually do the same thing. And we've always said, we've talked about this on this program a lot.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's very tough when we always use the same thing. You own a business in Warren County. If all of a sudden the county came out and said, hey, we got a grant to do the exact same thing that Sullins Trucking does, and as Jason Hill has said on the show today, they don't have to turn a profit. They just need to be cost neutral for it to be a success. That would be really tough for you because all of a sudden you're saying, hey, I have to make a profit to run this bad boy, and B, like, I pay taxes to the county.
Here's where I'm going to disagree with a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
It's not that it would. I understand what you're saying when they say cost neutral.
Yeah.
As far as me being concerned that the government is involved in anything, government sucks. So there's no way they can beat what we do.
That's
okay?
fair.
It's just government. Okay.
But I would say
I understand what you're saying.
There's at the very least you're like, hey. There's things that I have to put up with as a business owner.
I agree, yes.
One of the things I would prefer not to be is have to be in competition with people that I have to pay taxes to.
I understand.
And I think that was where I think there's some comments on that. Other than that, this is where I think we get distracted.
Yeah.
Hey, here's the ball.
Yeah.
Go get the ball. And then we run off there. I'm not talking to you.
Why do you look at me?
It's over, Trev.
Why do you look at me?
We get the ball and we throw it, and everybody runs and chases the ball. This $250,000 for the you, Connor, it has really, to me, so little to do with what's going on with the potential of the things that are and I said it on the show today, and I think you would agree with this. In the next year, there's gonna be much bigger things that potentially come out with the mall. So I think the biggest thing there is, I would say, in avoiding disaster, and that is, you got this piece of property. You wanted it. You went and got it. You're going to have to somehow appease a community that's starting to get a little bit restless, and they will tell you, we don't want some of that stuff. They just told it what we just had. You want to do a luau for the locals? We don't want that.
Yeah.
You want to do some stuff with the mall? We're telling you right now, we didn't really want that much. It's tough. And this community's getting, the problem is we've talked about this a lot. When you start saying it for the little things, then you start asking for the big stuff, and they're like, nah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think when we talk about that, you brought up a great point. I think at some point in time, you've got to decide it's not a mall.
Yep.
First of all, malls all across this country are dying left and right.
I mean, the whole retail sector is done completely different than it was when I was growing up. So, but I also think the county in some ways is almost got to quit talking out of both sides of their mouth in this aspect. You're trying to be a tenant, or not a tenant. You're trying to be a landlord.
You're trying to attract tenants.
You're trying to attract tenants, but you're also putting out that you want it to be a center for your community that really doesn't have much to do with retail traffic.
Not only that, but you might actually have to push out one of the existing tenants to do it.
And I think a couple of weeks ago, somebody actually maybe said that could happen. And I don't want to misspeak on that, but
yep.
It's not that I'm struggling, but I told you guys, we talked about this the night that they decided to buy the mall. Mm-hmm. They're going to do what they want to do.
Yep.
That's what and I got a lot of friends involved in county government. I don't have any issues with the direction that they've decided to go. That's great. Hey, that's what we elected them for. I do think that, like you say, the community is growing a little restless with what actually is going on. A little bit of it has to do what you just said. Throw the ball, go catch it. While you're over doing that, where you bring the ball back to me, we're going to be over here doing some things that you weren't paying any attention to.
Smoke and mirrors.
There's a little smoke and mirrors. I think there's a much bigger plan in place that is going on behind the scenes. Is probably not the right choice of words. They've kind of leaked out some things that they want to do.
Oh yeah.
Now, can they get the funding for it? That's where I think what you're talking about. I think they're going to be asking for some tax dollars from either state or maybe local residents before it's all said. Now, that's just my personal opinion, but I think before it's all said and done, if you're gonna have an attraction, it's got to be paid for.
Yeah, I mean, here's the bigger thing, or the when we talk about the community in general and community at large, and I don't want this to come off like I'm tooting our own horns a little bit, but in some aspects, I think this is why we've gotten the popularity in the fan base that we have here. Is there's more people out there actually wanting to ask the questions. And they want the questions asked. Mm-hmm. And we're trying to do our best to ask those questions. We're also trying to get as much information out. And we're the barometer of where we keep our pulse. We got to keep our fingers on the pulse of the community and try to say, hey, this is what people are saying. Now, the thing about it is because we try to play right where we're at. And we don't mind. You don't, like you just said, you don't mind having a conversation with a county commissioner.
No.
But you'll have that same there's a respect enough of saying, hey, I'll have that conversation with the county commissioner, and I'll have that conversation with Joe Blow on the street. Yeah. That's a quote unquote nobody. It doesn't matter because those opinions are still two different people that live in Warren County.
Yeah.
And we seek both of those out. And then we try to put them together, and we try to mirror what's going on there while also having some pretty strong opinions of our own. Trev, what's your opinion?
I agree. When I read that, my first thought was kind of what Coach said about the retail sector with the stores, but like talked about books and trading and all that sort of stuff. How many people read hardcover books anymore? Everybody's got books on their phone, on their Kindle. Same, it talked about board games or playing games, and it's like, okay, if you want to play board games with your family, you're probably just gonna do that at home. But if not, you can do that. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Well, I think it's funny. When I read that and we talked, I don't think that what I listened to another county commissioner who I respect immensely, I think that I told him he should have written what was going to be read at that meeting. Because when he's explained it to me, it's a lot easier hearing it from his point of view. I think what I read in the Main Street Journal, I was going, what in the world are they talking about?
Yeah.
There was a way. There was
a better way of presenting that.
I was going to say there's a way in presenting this that I think it would have been very hard to criticize.
Yes.
Why this was kind of pushed through, and also the same aspects of some of this too. And I know we love that grant.
Oh, that grant. That grant. Get you that grant.
We love that grant.
It's free money.
Sons, it's free money.
Why
wouldn't we spend it?
It's free. Here's how you get that free money. Everybody sends in their taxes. I don't know, And then somebody decides, hey, we're going to give you some of that tax money. It'll be free money, and we're going to send it back to you.
Yeah.
They gather it all up, and somebody else decides where it's going.
What do they do?
Good.
What do
That's
they do
free
with
money.
it? What do they do with it? They do what to it when they give it back? They grant it to
They
somebody
grant it.
else.
They sprinkle fairy dust on it and say it's for you.
Oh, Grant, but I'm with you. I've heard this. And granted, what was written was how it was presented.
Yeah,
but as you said, how it was presented in the community. They probably could have made it a little bit better again too. And I see what you're saying, Trev.
Yeah.
That the business plan. Let's just be honest. If it wasn't grant money, and I'm saying, hey, I'm Jeff Simmons. I'm a angel investor. I got some money. I want to put, and someone comes with it. What was that show? What was the Cuban show? The Shark Tank.
Shark Tank.
This Shark Tank gets voted down.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm out on this plan.
I'm good.
I'm out on this one because I remember. As I said on the show this morning, I remember Hastings. You probably don't remember Hastings.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, but I remember going to Hastings consistently and going over there and being where the books were and the coffee and stuff like that, and people actually hanging out. So there's that. That being said, I think that's a bygone era of.
There's a reason Hastings, Blockbuster, Barnes and Nobles is barely hanging on. There's a reason all those are going away.
Exactly.
The society has changed when it comes to those type things. So that's a huge reason that those are no longer in play.
Yeah, it is funny to me that we always talk about, we need to get back to these places where everybody can kind of get together and hang out. I'm like, people don't like people that much.
No, not anymore.
No,
it's 1 week a year.
COVID,
Fair and it leaves.
Hey, COVID made people realize, hey, this is not
God,
too
people
bad.
suck.
Yeah,
There's 3 people in this room that I think all like each other, other than when we're picking on Trev.
I was about to say, I don't know tonight.
Other than I see y'all once a week. Otherwise, I'm texting y'all. But hey, y'all want to go hang out or anything like that? I mean, it sounds like y'all went and played golf last week. I didn't get an invite. And other than that, we just.
The amount of people after COVID that texted me was like, I didn't realize how big of an ass you were.
He only gets one guest.
What?
What? Oh, because it'd be so hard to get me on the country club.
That's true. I didn't.
My brother's a member.
It's last minute.
I don't care.
It's last minute.
I honestly do not care. I wouldn't have showed up anyways. Y'all know
that's
that.
the reason we didn't get any soup this afternoon.
Yeah, he said, "Watch this."
Watch this.
Y'all, I think the answer happens. My brother told me this once again because I was like, man, I never get invited to anything. He said, you spent 5 years telling us I'm not doing it. At some point, people were just like, I'm not going to invite him anymore. And on that note, we would just let everybody know about the Mud Bums Hot Wings Hot Takes. If you want hot takes, you've come to the right place. If you want some good hot wings, go to Mud Bums on Thursday nights where you can get their wing special. Or, hey, hit them up on tonight, Wednesdays, with Pizza and Wrap Wednesdays, or every Wednesday from 4 p.m. till close. You can get their irresistible deal of 1 topping pizza for just $6.99 or enjoy 10% off all wraps. Let's give this card away.
Let's do it.
Who's getting it?
Erin Blaylock.
Yep.
I saw her in the comment section. So let's give this one to Erin Blaylock and let her go and enjoy some wings. Not just because of her comments, but just for that. See, she had a pretty good volleyball team going on. If we could help them out. I will say this much. We did talk about this.
Got a standings update?
I don't know if we have a full scale standings update, but let's go while y'all talk about how great this volleyball team's going while I try to get a quick standings update on this. Trev, let us know. Yeah. You've seen the volleyball team, of course.
Got another dub.
Got a dub on Monday.
Yeah.
Did not get a dub last night, but did get another one on Monday. So it's your team, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and we kind of talked about it. They're young. Yeah. So they're still learning, and you're either winning or you're learning, and I think that's kind of what you're seeing a little bit. But it's kind of coming down to the stretch here, and let's hope they get hot at the right time.
I will say this: I saw a little glimpse of a light show that the volleyball.
Yeah,
it's got some potential.
Yeah, I got
long time listener.
Yeah,
had a lot to do with that, from my understanding.
The funny thing about that was somebody hit me. I got hit up in the office this week and was basically said like, hey, why don't we do a story about that? And I said, legitimately, the person who's the person that I messaged him and I said, I didn't think we were talking about this yet. And he said, we're not. Let's make sure that it works first. And I think they did it on Monday night, and then they realized there's a few more tweaks that they got to do before
But it's got potential.
Yeah.
I think it's
once they iron it out.
I was a little jealous.
Yeah.
I was a little
Me
jealous.
too.
I had a little jealous
22 would have looked nice up there. I'm just saying.
22 would have been looking pretty nice up there, you
Yeah.
say? I don't blame. I think you're not wrong on that one. Not wrong at all. Well, let's see. I need to go back in real quick. So basically, here's the deal. I'm still 0-0. I've yet to have.
He's not even played a game yet.
I have not played a game yet. If you don't know what we're talking about, back before the season even started in August, we did a Aaron. While you're here, hey, congratulations, $15 gift card, and also let me know what your record is overall, Aaron. While I got you in the comment section listening, we did a draft. We drafted all the teams, high school teams, eligible high school teams from Warren County. Sullins drafted Pioneer basketball. He ended up with girls tennis with a high school, which won't play until the spring. Girls soccer, which is currently playing, and football. Trev got flag football.
Mm-hmm.
He got high school volleyball, his only team that's playing right now. Wrestling, which will start on the winter, and boys soccer. I got girls basketball at Boyd and at the high school. I also have high school baseball and high school softball. So I think I will not play at all until the winter. So
7-6.
They are 7-6. So Trev, your current record is 7-6.
I like it.
Total. Sullins?
Hey, got a football team on the way.
Got a 2-2 football
Yes.
team, and then I believe if I need to, I'm going to pull up my story that I wrote today. I should know this from the top of my head, but I'm telling you, I'm trying to do 17 things at once. That's not an excuse. Soccer is 3-5-1. So Sullins, as of right now, is 5-7-1. Trev, you are 7-6, and I am 0-0. So about a month into the high school season, Trev, you have taken the lead with a 7-6 record for your teams.
Nice job, Trev.
What are we going to win here?
Congratulations.
I don't know.
Bragging rights. What else? What do we got on here? I think
It sounds like if I lose, Sullins has already got what he wants to say.
Somebody picking up a bar tab?
Maybe that. Yeah. Maybe something like that.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Oh no, we'll figure out.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Where am I at, Jeff?
Oh, C-Dub.
Yeah, C-Dub's got some teams. Remember?
Oh,
yeah, all the Boyd
teams.
None
of them are playing. None of them.
Tim, he said it. Wasn't me.
No, I'm just saying all Boyd teams.
He's not listening.
None of them. Are playing
yeah,
right
he
now.
quit.
You turn the listener away.
None of your teams are playing right now.
He's 0-0.
Pansies, get out there.
They're literally not even started playing yet.
He said, "Let's go."
They just keep forfeiting games. Rain out.
You have Boyd boys basketball. You have Boyd soccer. You have Boyd flag football, and also you have the boys tennis team at the high school. And not any of those will start. I think, in fact, other than boys basketball, all your teams are in the spring. So you have to make a late run in the spring.
Spring favorite.
Oh, good.
Hey, I'll say this more: the Boyd soccer team in the spring could sneak up. You might got a steal on that one. We might have to look in that one. All right, so that's our voting results on that. People ask, can we get back to this comment that Brittany Ryan had put it back a second ago? Oh. Connor, did you send that out?
I haven't sent it yet. I was waiting for you to make your point first.
Okay, so the argument continued to happen, and it got brought back up on Town Talk this week.
Yeah.
That we're having homecoming this week.
Yes.
And you referenced this, that there were only really, in my estimation, 2 dates.
Yes.
For the homecoming game, because you didn't want to do it on opening night, and you're not going to do it on senior night.
Have you ever seen a homecoming on opening?
Yes, we actually did. I think we did it. I
think it's happened.
It did, but I think it was the year after COVID.
Okay.
2021, and I think Turner.
I thought that was senior night. I thought they did
that
might
have been
because they didn't know.
Because I think they lost a homecoming.
Yeah, they
game.
were afraid that you couldn't. They may cancel some games, so they did senior night the first night.
Yeah, I think that's.
If you're the opposing team on homecoming and it's an opening night, there's your sign.
Yeah.
Aaron Blaylock also said her freshman girls are 4-1, and says they got a big one tomorrow night in Sparta. Go get it.
Go get it, coach.
Go get that dub. Go get that dub. Sweep Sparta. We need that sweep.
We own that gym too, so just put it on the tab.
All right, so again, don't want to do it on senior night. You don't want to do it on opening night. So you really only had 2 weeks to do it. You had the first game in October, which was against White County, or you had this week. Well, last year you had it in the first week of October. Yep. Traditionally, you have it in the first week of October. I am of the opinion that was the date that they wanted to have that game.
Yes.
For homecoming. And then all of a sudden, the city comes in and does an ordinance that says you can't close the street back-to-back days. So to make sure and to ensure that the homecoming parade would stay downtown, they made the move to move they made the decision.
They worked together.
They made the decision that the homecoming game would be held on September 19th. I will say they did not move it. The decision was made for it to be on September 19th. That being said, there were a lot of people that were under the impression that that game was not going to be September 19th homecoming, so much so that some people even might have started planning events on the same day.
So I got to take up for Trev a little bit because he was thinking that, hey, this golf tournament was September 19th.
I thought I saw it somewhere.
Yeah, and then they had to change
So
that.
don't tell me that homecoming was never in the cards for October and that rule or having it downtown didn't affect things. It 1,000% did.
Somebody said it was?
Oh, they've tried to downplay it and say
They're
that
trying.
yeah.
I'm just trying to.
The morning show.
Oh.
But here's the
please mail your complaint.
Now that
218 East Morford Street.
That being said, beyond anything else, I will say this, and I will say this as loud as I possibly can. If you create a city ordinance that says you can't close the street back-to-back days, and that's why we can't have a home game, or we couldn't do this homecoming on October 3rd because Autumn Street Fair is October 4th, then tell me why the hell we can close the street on September 19th and September 20th for Sip and Savor, because that doesn't make any sense to me. You broke your own ordinance immediately. I said it when you had it. Why are you even doing an ordinance? You don't need it. Just don't. If you don't want the street closed, when they ask you to, because you have to ask. You know this. Yeah. You have to ask. Just say no. Can't do it. I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. Take that homecoming parade down South Chantry, or as Rob pointed out, take it down Spring Street and run it right to the high school, and then you can have a big pep rally at Nunley Stadium because we're going to keep playing football games there until the rest of our times.
Well,
apparently,
I won't say that right now, but
what
I think that at some point that was going to be pitched.
What?
And then that start at Mud Bums,
yeah,
and then take it to the middle school, and the ball got dropped. Yeah. I think that was talked about.
I don't see what I mean. I'm telling you, if it's going to cause that much issues in downtown that we have to file a city ordinance for the closing of it, then just take it away from downtown. It's not that big of a deal. Take it somewhere else. Like you just said, there's other places in town that I'm sure would love for that homecoming parade to come through.
Do you think if the homecoming parade is taken away from downtown that it takes away from the homecoming parade?
I don't.
No, I don't. I
think so.
Don't.
I mean, especially if you said that. Especially if you're telling me you're going to run it. Especially if you're going to run it like you just said, from Mud Bums to up the highway, and then end it at the stadium, and then just tell everybody gather at the stadium.
Yeah,
and we'll be good to go. That would be a little bit tougher for people to gather on the route, and then also be at the rally. Other than that, I don't think there's that big of a deal.
One reason that I would say that you might want to take it away from downtown. It seems that there is a lot of downtown businesses that really are not in favor of closing streets, from my understanding. Hey, and as a business owner, I'm not a downtown Main Street business owner.
No.
So I don't really know how it affects.
Yep.
I think for walk-in traffic, it's great. But Christy Ross brought up a great point. I really hadn't even thought about. There's a lot of Main Street businesses that are not, foot traffic's not
She said
where they make their money at. It's not a foot traffic deal. She's not out selling T-shirts or dinner or things of that nature. So it could limit her business. What I'm saying is, if there's Main Street businesses that are saying, "Hey, this is not what we want," then why have we decided we have to bring the Warren County Pioneer Homecoming Parade to downtown McMinnville?
Yeah,
they're not actually related to one of another.
I said it on my show this morning. This isn't the downtown McMinnville Pioneers. They're the Warren County Pioneers. Run them through, like you just said. You could run them down South Chantry and end it at one of the plazas. You could start it at Mud Bums and ended at the stadium and had the homecoming. You could have a homecoming thing there. There's multitudes of places that you could do this. This does not have to be downtown. And as you said, you just pointed out, Christy Ross in my comment section on my show 2 days ago said 70% of the businesses on downtown McMinnville do not rely on foot traffic, and closing the road could potentially cost them money. And so much so.
That's what she said.
70%.
And also, as I would say too, is as you said, it obviously was enough for them to get a ordinance passed to not do it.
And
So it was that big of a hindrance.
So when was this ordinance passed? What? Give me a roundabout date.
It was in the last calendar year.
So
it was after last year when they had homecoming and Autumn Street Fair back-to-back days.
So basically, here's the point I'm trying to make. In the last year, they decided we need an ordinance. So we can't do this back-to-back days, correct? Yeah. And they've decided also in the past year to break that ordinance.
Yeah.
Well, my question would be, if you say 70% of the businesses
I didn't say that.
Okay, I'm just if that's what's said, my question would be, how many of those businesses are open on Saturdays?
Again.
Well, I made that comment on Chad's show before. I mean, I understand where she's going. I understand where you're going too. I would think on Saturdays that some of those businesses would
where they're going to be closed anyway.
And I know that the easiest way for them to wrap around this is the fact that for closing the street for homecoming, you're really only talking about 2 hours, and then you're going to reopen it, and it'll reopen and stay open until about 5 o'clock on Saturday, and then you'll close it back down for Sip and Savor. So that's going to be their getaway.
Yeah.
That's going to be their get. Well, it wasn't really closed. Whereas for Autumn Street Fair,
it's going to be closed.
You have to close it during the day.
That morning.
Maybe open it for 2 or 3 hours, and then by about 5 or 6 o'clock on Friday night, you close it anyways. But but I'm just sitting there saying, like, you're really. I mean, I just didn't. I never understood why we needed an ordinance in the first place, and now I 1,000% don't know why the hell we did it. When you don't even follow it, who cares?
It's much to do about nothing.
It really is. It really is. I'll say this, but I'll continue to say this much. My simple suggestion: do the homecoming parade somewhere else next year and take it to the stadium, and it might be a lot better. Because I mean, then all of a sudden you can do it at the stadium, and guess what's at the stadium then? Those precious floats.
Oh, already
they're already
put
there.
out.
Hey, that would.
They're already there.
That would make life easier if you're driving the float.
Yeah, drive it straight to the stadium and just leave it there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Novel idea.
Yeah, and the float's there. All righty, boys. Well, we ready for the questions?
Yeah.
We ready for the questions? So, Trev, did you ever think of a question?
Yeah, I got
one. Are you going to steal one from Trey Butler who was in the comment section?
What did he say? I didn't even see it, but I got one.
No, you can't steal it because I might have to steal it
What
at
is
this
it?
point. I'm not going to tell you. Goodness gracious, you got to read them yourself sometimes. All right, McCorkle Landscaping random questions. Hey, want to let you know, is your yard ready for a makeover? Let McCorkle Landscaping bring your outdoor vision to life. Owned and operated by Mitchell McCorkle, this local landscaping expert offers everything from nursery services and custom landscaping to retaining walls, irrigation systems, and full hardscape designs. If you need grading, sod installation, land clearing, or excavation, they got you covered. Want to refresh your shape or space with weeding, mulching, or lawn surfacing? No problem. They can even offer professional design consultations to help you plan the perfect outdoor space. Big job or small, residential or commercial, McCorkle Landscaping is your go-to team for reliable quality results. So call today. That's 931-212-5174. Again, that is 931-212-5174. McCorkle Landscaping, digging deep to build your dream outdoors.
I like it.
Pioneer legend.
Pioneer legend. I should steal the question, just because. Anyway, I got one.
Go ahead.
No, I won't. You brought up what Coach Blue, one of his.
What's your question?
Oh, come on, man. Well, one of his sayings that he always says, "Be where your feet are," and I really like that. What is a saying that a coach has said to one of you guys that has stuck with you, even after playing was done, or just that you will always remember?
Oh, that's great. I'll go ahead and give mine.
Halfway home ain't home.
No,
still Trev's from you.
I'm
not my answer.
I'm not even going to say any of mine. The best one I ever had was when I was a sophomore in high school. Coach Andy Jacobs, who gave me an opportunity, looked me square in the eye and said, "So long as you can stick your talent in a thimble." He was right.
You've used that a time or two,
and I've used it a lot. and he was so right, because honestly, when you talk about some kids at South State, they're a whole lot better than what they are, and he just flat out put me in my place. Like, hey man, you're not as good as you think you are. Yeah. Hey, stuck with me till this day.
Yeah.
I use it a lot.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
Well, Trev, I'm going to go as somebody who hasn't I did not play a lot of high school sports or anything.
I mean,
like
I didn't
that.
have to be high
I'm going to
school.
go ahead and say that Greg Popovich, who I followed, coached the Spurs for a long time, he used the phrase "appropriate fear."
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, because coaches never tell you got to be scared of the team that you're playing. You don't want kids that are scared about that team that you're playing, but you can't be so overconfident that you're not scared at all.
Right.
And you can't overlook it. There's that, as he would always say, there's dangerous teams out there. You have to have an appropriate level of fear for your opponent.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a respect thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's exactly like a respect thing. I like that one. And then that one's probably the one that I think about a lot of when anytime our kids get overconfident, or I think that, like, oh, we're going to walk through this one. I'm like, hey, they're not you need to have an appropriate level of fear for this team, because if you think you're just going to walk through them, you might be sadly mistaken, because I don't think that they're not scared of you like you think that they are. Stuff like that. So I think that one probably sticks. That's the first thing that popped in there. He also was in fact, no, never mind. I'm not even going to say that one, because Connor will get stirred up, and I don't want to do that. So what was your answer?
Wait, what?
Nope.
I really like the quote from Coach Blue, "The be where your feet are."
Yeah.
I really like that. But no, one that I've heard that's always stuck with me, it came from Coach Sullins. He said it takes what it takes.
Yeah.
And you can apply that to a lot of things in life, because, hey, boys, sometimes it's a bad day or whatever, but it takes what it takes, and just stuck with me.
Yep. About Tommy Johnson, that got my chili hot, boys. I think I even used that one earlier tonight.
I think you did.
I did, when we were talking about Sullins getting ready for his run of the way. Tommy, that'd be a good question. Who's? In fact, let's just go ahead and do that. I just come with that. Sullins, in your years, who's like a forgotten kind of coach in Warren County, or a character that sometimes you just like, oh yeah, that's right, that person did coach here for a little while, and you can't use Gary Rankin. Because over my years, I'll go first. One, it should never be forgotten that Eric Berry coached here.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm just saying, an interesting guy.
Yeah.
Tommy Johnson, hey, the fanfare when Tommy Johnson got this football job.
Yes.
My goodness.
Yes.
And then
he won the honeymoon.
And then all of a sudden you talk about the
won the
staff
press
that he
conference.
brought here too,
Yes.
who's still going out and coaching. Like
Yes.
Chris Johnson, who's coaching. DeJuan Hicks, who was there. I mean, he played at MTSU. Was also at one point they were trying to make a Heisman push for him. Other guys that I covered. Dillard was an interesting dude. I know that you didn't have a lot of dealing with him. I ended up having some dealings with him.
Yeah.
He was an interesting guy. We've had some. I'm trying to think of some other people that have coached, but yeah, who's a coach over the years that you're like, oh yeah, I kind of forgot they coached here.
I think ones that gets forgot was, and Kevin Hobbs, he'll remember. Ray Barnes was a guy that they kind of brought in the football team. I think he was the first coach that I believe was brought into Warren County for one reason and one reason only. It was to turn the football team around after they'd went through some pretty lean years, because up till about 1983. Warren County football had a great they had been very successful up to about 83, 84.
Yeah.
Then they fell on some lean times for 3 or 4 years, and this community didn't like that. So they kind of went out and hired a guy, and Coach Barnes, it's funny you say that, because I was with Ronnie Brown a couple hours last night.
Yeah.
Ronnie Brown was on that staff, a guy named Larry Brown. Coach Fisher, Frank Fisher, was on this staff. Yep. It was kind of a staff assembled to bring Warren County football back. Gooby was a junior the year before, or Gooby was a senior the year before, that they had the 8-3 team. But you could tell it was turning around. And then, I think Coach Barnes left the year after that. Coach Barnes is good. Charlie Hardy, who coached soccer in this community, is a name that will elicit a lot of conversation.
I was gonna say, I think Trev's
That's
over
a
there.
good one.
Trev's been over there grasping at straws. I threw
that is
threw
a
one
good-
over there to him, trying to help him out a little bit.
I'm gonna say Trice Powers. that's gonna bring up some memories.
Jessica
for some
Raper
people.
in the Bidlow.
That was
McNett
that was
message
gonna
board
be
said Pamela's husband.
that was gonna be my
Yeah,
answer when she said
Pamela's
that.
husband.
When she said that, that's what I was gonna say until.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good one.
Hey, and Chris, that's what's wild is Chris Turner's been very successful when he left Warren
I
County.
was going to say Chris Turner.
That's another question he talked
Yeah.
about. People that's left Warren County and then had some success.
Heath
Heath
Woods,
Woods
Sid
is a guy.
Fritz.
Fritz. There's
Yeah.
been some guys that's had a lot
Rankin?
of success.
Yeah.
Rankin had a little.
Your boy,
he had a dab or two.
That guy that's up there in Gallatin.
Cotton.
Luna.
Luna.
Luna
Not so
was,
bad.
Luna was a guy that had some success here, and then it got even better as he left.
Yeah, I
Greg
was gonna say,
Cotton.
Cotton.
Wouldn't have had some,
Greg Cotton, yeah.
Yeah, some
coaching
guys up
Ainsworth
there.
right now.
Yeah, Cotton would be a good answer too. Kind of forgot. You don't want to forget him that was around here.
Yeah.
Trice was interesting on there.
Interesting guy, man.
I saw you over there, and he's like, man, because it's not fair for you.
Yeah, I don't even been
It was like, it's not like you've not been around as nearly as much as Sullins and I have. I will actually say the guy before him,
Adam Childs.
Adam Childs.
Oh,
Had a good run.
Had a very good
Honestly,
run. I think he won about 100 games over the span of 5 to 6 years.
What 21-5 or 21-9 the
Yeah.
year they let him go? I mean,
Had that going on for him. I also had the fact that I think he was one of the first ones that got us back into sectionals after
Yeah.
a long time. Like he had some runs here. I think he's
if we're gonna bring up Trice, another one, Scott Smith was one of the wildest.
Yep.
Goodness gracious.
Rest in peace.
Or
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Scott
no
Smith.
doubt.
I'm blanking on his name, and I don't know why I can't think of it. The guy before Turner.
Oh, Tom Moore.
Tom Moore. Yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Tom,
I couldn't think of his name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you talk about the things that everybody liked about Scott Smith and Tom Moore was the state level success. Scott Smith had won a state
Yes.
championship with Ezell Harding, and Tom
Yeah.
Moore had played for 2 state
Yes.
championships. I can't remember where he was coaching when he
BA,
did that.
Brent
yeah,
Moore.
yeah. So I was like, yeah, you know, you had Tommy Johnson who came in. The run. Here are the coaches that I went through.
Okay.
2010, the first season I ever was Tommy Johnson's first run.
Mhm.
92, he played on the Alabama national championship team, played in the NFL. So he comes in, everybody. And then, of course, he had an assembly line of staff of MTSU legends on there. Pedro Holiday, DeJuan Hicks, Chris Johnson. I can't remember the life of me, the defensive line coach. Man, he was a scary dude. He's a
He's
a big scary dude, man.
Who's your defensive line coach? Big scary dude.
That guy.
he looked like a defensive line coach.
What's his name? I don't know. I'm scared to ask.
I know. But he coached for 4 years. Scott Smith comes in
I
for a
bet
year.
Simmons wasn't on the sideline yelling.
No, not at all. And then Scott Smith comes in for a year. After Scott Smith decides he wants to leave, Tom Moore comes in.
Yeah.
He coaches for 4 years. Then Matt was there for 6 years, and now Eric Ballou. So it's been a
run.
a collected group.
Okay, this is not my question, but you talk about Tommy.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you think it would be more successful?
Until the first scrimmage before his first season. Yes.
So it looked good up till the first scrimmage of his first season.
I think the thing that I was most excited about when Tommy Johnson came in here is it seemed like kids really wanted to play football again for the first time in a while. He had a big group of kids playing. I think he had something like 75, 80, 85 kids that started to come out to play.
Who were some names like? Was that like Cody Robinson?
Cody
Yeah,
Robinson,
some
Michael
dudes.
Thrower, and Caleb Northcutt would have been of course Tyler Glint. Now I'm going to get some people mad at me if I don't mention their names.
Yeah.
Landy Curtis, Will Rose, Robert Harris was on that team. There were some dudes on that team, and there were some young guys that were going to end up being dudes. I think Lee Carden was a freshman on that team. Anyhow, the problem that I noticed it immediately. It was actually the gift and the curse. Was he got a lot of kids out there, but Tommy wanted every kid to learn football in an advanced level. And I'm sitting there, and I was like, hey, buddy, you just brought out like 40 kids that have never played football before, and about 37 of them are not going to help you on Friday night. But he's trying to get them all equal reps in practice. And I'm like, dude, you're going to have to pare down to about 40 kids that can help you on Friday night because you're
he wanted the participation to be something.
You wanted,
yes.
and as they were participating, he wanted to give them equal time. And I'm like,
Yes.
buddy, this isn't equal time. It's not. And then when they went to, but he also did something that.
Hey, buddy, this is not equal. Did you tell the defensive line to go there?
Jeff doesn't even know his name. He would in stories when if Jeff ever quoted the defensive line coach, didn't say so and so. He just said defensive line coach.
Yeah. But that was one thing. He also did something that you don't see high school coaches do a lot, and I respect him for this. He hurt the success of his team while also helping the potential success of the kid.
Okay.
Because Michael Thrower should have been the quarterback on that football team, but Michael Thrower was not going to play quarterback in college, and Tommy Johnson knew that, and he said, I'm not going to pigeonhole you into a position that may make it easier for me, but then to be to the detriment of your future. So he put him at receiver where Michael Thrower ended up going and playing college football. But he should have been the quarterback of that team.
Okay.
And it took about 4 games of them losing about 2 games they probably could have and should have won before they made that switch back. Because Thrower was the quarterback the year before, and he had played quarterback. And I think that team knew him as the leader of that. And then all of a sudden he wasn't that, and it caused a little bit of chaos for the first couple weeks. But I respect Tommy for basically saying, I'm going to put you in the position that you're going to have to be able to play to be able to get to the next level because you're not going to be a quarterback at the next level. And he goes to Lindsey Wilson. He ends up playing. He goes on the coaching staff, becomes a pretty successful coach in his own right. And I think that maybe none of that happens if the guy who really didn't have to do that did it. So I'll give him credit on that.
I would say this. I think that Chris Madewell had it at a level.
Yes, he did.
And I think there was a lot of people that really thought that
got ahead of their skis.
Tommy, yes, really got the heads over the skis.
Yep.
Was going to take it to a different level.
Yeah.
And you found out really early on that it's not going to get better.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it wasn't going to stay the same. So it got wins and losses. It got worse.
Yeah, I think
and I think in some ways it set them back.
Yeah. Well, I think if you had it to do all over again, you should have given Madewell the ability. And people are going to say, well, he did.
We know the story.
We know the story.
We know the story.
We know the story. Madewell had that group for long enough, and that group had been in a system long enough that they did not need to go into their senior years with uncertainty of what they were doing.
Yep.
When they were certain in what they were doing, they were very good.
Yep.
But when you switch the system defensively and offensively to try to get to a more college traditional, and this is the same thing that Tennessee, everybody's complaint with Tennessee is, oh, you don't get them ready for the NFL, but it wins games.
Yep.
Well, Madewell had a system that, maybe those kids weren't getting ready for college football, even though I think there were kids on that team that absolutely went and played college football. It was going to be able to win us games in Warren County, and I think that team that went 3-7 in 2010 might have went 7-3 with a little bit if they would have kept the consistency going back through there. But then, a give and take. But I did think that team had a lot of potential, and then I watched their first scrimmage and I said, "Uh-oh, we got some problems."
Uh-oh.
That's your question?
Yeah.
Here's mine.
Oh, we hadn't even done your question yet?
No.
Okay.
Here's mine. Anybody hear Dabo this week?
Yes. Goodness gracious. Great.
He's in
great,
trouble.
Great comment.
I'm glad you just brought that up. I'm glad you brought it up because I think he's factually right. Here's where we've got to, and then I'm gonna ask a question. I like what you said.
I think he's in trouble.
Okay.
I don't disagree with either. I know where this is going, and I don't disagree with either of what's
Okay.
said.
We've got a guy that's won 8 out of the last 10 ACC championships.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what he said, and that's factual.
Yes.
He's been in 10 years. He's been to 4 national championship games.
Not bad.
He's won 2. Mm-hmm. If your coach had won 8 conference titles, had won 2 national championship games in a decade, and went to 4 national championships, how much street cred does he have? And then here's really the question I have. Would you trade your coach right now for Dabo Swinney? I know you wouldn't.
No.
How many people's teams, your team, would you trade your coach right now for Dabo? Because I think we've got to this point. Trev just brought it up.
That's a good question.
And it's great in this aspect because I think Trev's right. He's 1-2, and it's like, we've got to get rid of this guy. This son of a gun has went to 4 national championship games in 10 years. That's a 40% deal. How many national championship games has Tennessee played in the last 40 years?
One.
That's where our minds have got warped on this stuff.
Technically 2.
Okay, technically 2 in 40 years.
The only reason I say it is because I think he's unwilling to adapt to what college football is going to as far as the transfer portal. And I think at some point that's going to catch up to him.
Okay. I'm not
disagreeing. Go ahead.
Now, here's what I'm going to say. Was he in the playoffs last year?
Yeah. But I'm just I think at some point, maybe not right now, but at some point the unwillingness with the NIL and the transfer portal, it will catch up to him.
We look at Dabo like he's Shane Beamer or Billy Napier in some way. I guess
that's fair. That's fair.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
You're right.
He's got like he said, he's only 55 years old. He's got a track record.
I didn't know he was only 55. That's insane.
It's amazing because I think a lot of times in how this works in today's times, we don't look at the facts anymore.
Right, yeah.
4 national championships
in
10 years?
Yeah. So in the Saban era, in the beginning of the Smart era, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're right.
Would you trade?
Tennessee, no.
Okay.
But I think I wouldn't. No.
Would you?
I think the better question. I think
it's a great question when you really look at the body of work.
I think when you say who would trade, I think the better question is who wouldn't. Because there's about 90 programs that would trade. There might be 10 that wouldn't.
Give me the 10% or 5% that wouldn't.
Kurt, Georgia wouldn't trade right now.
You think Michigan would trade?
Here's a great one. Where did Dabo go to school?
Alabama.
Would they trade?
Oh God.
That's where I'm going. We're almost painting this out like Dabo can't coach college football anymore.
No, he can. You make a good point.
I mean, you go through it. 2015 college football playoff national championship #1. 2016 college football playoff national championship. 2017 12-2 losing the Sugar Bowl. 2018 they go 15-0 and win the college football national championship. I think was that when the playoff because this is messing me up real quick. All right, next year they go 14-1 college football playoff national championship. The year after that, 2020, they go to the Sugar Bowl, go 10-2. 2021, 10-3. 10-3, tough year. Cheez-It Bowl. 2022 go 11-3. They lose in the Orange Bowl to Tennessee.
So they had 11 wins, lost their bowl game. Okay?
And lost their bowl games. 2023 losing the Gator Bowl, going 9-4. Last year they go 10-4, losing the first round of the college football playoff. So again, yeah, they've been theoretically since 2015 to 2024 the opportunity to win a national championship 5 times in 10 years,
you make a good point.
Including, as you said, last year. Now again, you would say, well, they didn't even have a chance. Ohio State did the same thing that they would have had to do. They would have had to win 3 games in a row.
Trev, I was right where you were at when he started his speech. Like, I'm like, this guy's he's on the hot seat.
He's writing his
because
own.
the emotions had got he's 1-2 right now. Clemson's off the map. And all of a sudden he says, we've won 8 of the last 10. Would you trade? I'm like, hell yeah. Eight of the last 10 conference championships. Yeah. I know it's the ACC, but it's still a Power 5 conference.
I mean, that's.
And then he says, I've been to 4 national championships games.
Yeah.
We talk about 1997, 98 like it was yesterday. Okay? It's been a while.
A long time.
It's been a while.
So you would trade?
I didn't say I would trade. I'm like Jeff. I don't know if I would trade Heupel. I don't know. I'll be honest.
That's close.
I don't know if Heupel is that guy yet.
That's tough. I mean, 2015 they won in the college football semifinal, lost in the championship game. 2016 won the national championship. 2017 lost in the semifinals the college football. The 2018, they won the national championship. 2019, they lost in the semifinals. 2020, they lost in the semifinals. 2024, they lost in the first round of the college football playoff. So technically, they've had a chance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times since 2015 to be in the national. They were in the national championship.
Here's where I'm going. Would Arkansas trade today?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Kentucky?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vandy?
Only because the guy that's coaching there is a Vandy guy. They might hold on to that just because they but I'm saying that's sentimental.
Now let's throw some out. South Carolina.
Yes.
In a heartbeat.
Oh, 1,000%.
Shane Beamer's not. It ain't happening.
No.
Yep. He's even beat Dabo a few times, and I think they would.
Exactly.
South Carolina would love to have the success.
Ole Miss.
Yeah. I'm telling you, yeah.
I don't think so.
I really believe. I think Jeff's right. They would not, and I agree with Trevor.
They should.
They should. They won't. But because Lane's got there's a fixation. If Lane can get us there, has he?
No.
I guess where I'm going is, we have become so emotional on these days on these decisions. We're not understanding how the whole factual deal works. I think Kirby's the only guy in the SEC. Would Texas trade if you know Dabo can coach the way he can coach, and you gave him Texas resources? Is he better than Sark?
That's a great question.
Yeah. Okay, but my thing is, would he use those resources?
I think he's using resources now.
Because I thought he wasn't.
Franklin Fisher says UCLA. Yes, they trade.
See, those are it's amazing, and he was almost too good in this aspect. If Dabo's on the open market, how long does it take?
I think Florida would. I think if Florida
in a
they knew
heartbeat,
they could get him, I think they would take him.
Yeah,
you think Florida State would trade?
Very good question.
Who's the
Norvell?
Oh, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You look and say, I can bring Dabo Swinney.
Miami.
How do you not think that Dabo's better than the guy at Miami? How have we got to the point? And I'm not a Dabo defender. I'm just saying when you look at the factual information.
Yeah, when you look at the numbers like that, I think but
pretty impressive.
I've always thought since the NIL stuff started coming that Dabo's kind of said, hey, like, we're not going to do that. We're not going to go to the portal.
I think he's kind of got past that.
Okay, maybe.
And I guess I'm interrupting the question, but here's where I'm at. I think the media has got way too involved in this stuff. Brian Kelly, and you know I'm not a big fan of Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
That media member that went after him, they won the game. They won an SEC game.
Mm-hmm.
Did they not win it? I don't know.
Didn't win by enough.
It's amazing we got into that.
Here would be the thing that I would say.
Tell me.
From looking at the outside perspective of the Clemson thing. You remember when did I tell you when I was in college at UT? 04 to 08.
Oh yeah.
You know what happened in 08 by chance at Tennessee? That was the last year that was Fulmer's last year. That was Fulmer's last year.
Yeah.
And Fulmer, and look, he didn't have the 2 national championships, but Fulmer took over, had coached for 16 years at Tennessee. You were in the championship hunt for a lot. If the college playoffs existed then with 12 teams, how many times will we have been in the college football playoff hunt? Probably 6, 7 times.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you won an SEC championship in '97. You won the national championship in '98. You played in the SEC title game in 01, 04, and his most recently in 07. And then you let the guy go in 08. And he's not only the fact that the other tie-in of that was he's your guy.
Yeah.
He's an alumni.
Yeah.
How long did it take? How long did it take to recover from that when you thought, as you said,
a decade,
we can be better than this? We could get somebody to be better than this. It's like, hey, look, you might be right. Maybe Dabo's lost it. Maybe he's not going to bring you there. Or maybe the fact of the matter is you might want to ride with the guy that's taking you further than you've ever been before and maybe let him weather a storm of, like you just said, they're 1-2. And I get that is a frustrating start for them. Who'd they lose to in week 1?
LSU.
Yeah.
LSU. Is that an ACC team? Last I checked. No.
Is that a top 5 football team right now in the nation?
Yes.
They look to be.
Yeah. And then they won a game, and then they lost to Georgia Tech
on the road.
You know what they could do the rest of the way if they run the table, win the ACC championship.
Yep.
If they win the ACC championship, what are they going to end up doing?
Back in the playoffs.
They're going to be back in the playoffs again. I'm telling you, do I think that they're going to do that? No, but am I going to say that I would count them out on that? It's tough. I think Solons is right.
It's a good question.
I think it's a great question because I do think that everybody's right in this scenario. You're right to say, man, that y'all are getting a little bit too much on that guy. But I think, how he answered that question, I'm like, when he just said, y'all, if you don't like it, get rid of me.
Yeah, I was like,
whoa.
hey.
But I did like what he said when he said, but you ain't retiring me.
No,
I'll go coach somewhere else.
Yes,
because that was the one thing.
I didn't realize he was only 55.
That was the 55. One thing with Fulmer was.
How long has he been there? My bad.
Oh, he's been there. We just went through it. He basically took over. I think he took over in like 2000 and.
He came in as an interim.
He came in at 09. Came in at 09, went 9-5, then went 6-7, and then he ran off 10, 11, 11, 10, 14, 14, 12, 15, 14, 10, 10, 11, 9, 10 wins ever since.
He's had one season under 10 wins in that period. Since when he got to double digits, he's had one.
When you phrase it like that, it's tough.
It's just amazing because here's where I'm going. Dabo, if you look at his body of work, it's better than Kirby's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
When would the fan base turn on Kirby?
Oh, it'd be.
I don't think it's as long as you think.
I think
in today's times.
Nah, I think it'd be.
I got a question, and then we're going to go. Yep. They're going to go to Alabama, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, well, I think Alabama's coming. My bad. Coming to Georgia, correct?
Yeah.
How bad is it going to be if what is said as soon as if Alabama beats Georgia?
Same time. Can't beat them.
Can't beat Alabama.
Yeah.
Man, we've kind of got out of whack on how this whole deal works when it comes to coaches.
In the final rankings for Clemson since 2011, 22nd, the final end of the year ranking, they're high. They're what they ended 22nd, 9th, 7th, 15th, 2nd, 1st, 4th, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 14th, 12th, 20th, 11th.
It's a tough sell. But before you said that, I thought he was grass.
And I still think he might be.
I still think he may be.
I really do think he is. I still think he's gone. I'm just saying, yeah, I think.
I don't know.
But what
you showed me. You can't fire him.
I think that I'm like Jeff. I think that he is going.
Yeah.
I think he's got problems. He doesn't have that type interview without.
No.
But
he knows.
We've got to the point that you don't understand what he's
What's
done.
their schedule?
What their schedule is the rest of the year? I can look at it. Go ahead. I want to.
I just think it's amazing. It's hard for me to understand how much success the guy has had.
Yeah.
And then you're saying, hey, if you don't want me, well, wow. If he has a 5-win season back-to-back years, maybe. This is a cat he's had one season.
Syracuse at home.
Win.
Yeah, that's a dub.
At North Carolina.
That's a win.
That's a boat race.
At Boston College.
That's a dub.
SMU at home.
That's a dub.
Duke at home.
Oh.
Dub.
Florida State at home.
There's your toss-up. There's your game.
At Louisville.
That's a
dub.
Furman at home.
Yeah, that's a dub.
Finish the season at South Carolina.
Dub.
You win those and you're 10-2 and you're going to the
South Carolina's a bad football team. Shane Beamer's got people fooled, man. The guy. I'm out on Beamer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm
out.
And here's where I'll give you this one that's tough. That game already has a game time, Trev. Noon.
Oh yeah,
it won't be a night game.
It's in Columbia.
It's in Columbia, but it won't be a night game.
Shane Beamer will be fired by then.
See you in the future.
Dang.
It's Kubota. All right, folks. Hope everybody enjoyed that. Hey, this is the Warren Kane Sports Authority, and it's powered by Reddick Brown Ford.
Power stroke power.
We'll be back next Wednesday at 5 p.m. We will be on the Pioneer pregame show, 5:30 on Star 107 Friday. Come visit us up above the hedges. Above the hedges, Trev.